Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Man, yesterday was a good day. Wendell Carter, told you it was either him or Bane. We ended up taking him and Porzingis on the 2-point exact first basket method. Wendell hit, Porzingis didn't, but it's because he didn't start. So that ended up voiding for us, and we turned a nice bonus bet profit. And yeah, who was that in chat? Who said not to research first baskets? Man, I hope that kid joins. Anyway, so that was a banger, and I have some more for you guys today. So let me send out these noties, and we'll get started in just a second. I appreciate you guys for joining. If you are new, be sure to sub here. With noties, I go live every day, 3 o'clock Eastern. A little late here, 5 minutes, but what are you going to do? That's why you turn on noties so you know when I go live. Let me set everything up here, get the noties out, and we will get started in just a second. If you're not in our Discord, following us on Twitter, I don't know what you're doing. So those are both in the description. You will see both of those. If you go to the description, you can also type !Discord or !Twitter or X, whatever you want to do, and that will type in chat. If you're watching the rerun of the stream, just go to the description, and that will be there for you. So let me make sure we get these noties out. And yeah, let's rerun yesterday. 14 unit day yesterday if you tailed exactly how I did on Pickett. Okay, everything should be posted. Some injury news. Key news to watch: status as of 3 o'clock Eastern. Giannis, Miles Turner, Aaron Nesmith, Andrew Nembhard, Zubac, and Ryan Rollins all questionable. Doubtful: Brunson, Bam, and Siakam. Spurs to be determined. So we'll see on them. I know Brunson is basically out. Doubtful, as you guys know. My rule is they're always out unless spoken otherwise. If they're listed as doubtful. So Brunson, Adebayo, Siakam, you can basically just chalk those guys up to being ruled out. So yeah, that's always the rule. Let me catch up on stream here. Italian, what's up, bro? Mike, down with MJ. How can you research first baskets? I still can't understand it. Well, all the data is right here in front of you. I showed it yesterday on stream when we hit Wendell. I do like him again today, not as much yesterday. Just because of the tip win percent. So I know Chet isn't a great tip win guy. It sits at 53% on the year. Wendell Carter, way better percent, up at 70. But harder defense. We'll dive in more later. But if you go to yesterday's stream, basically you want to make sure you know who's going to win the tip. If you don't know who's going to win the tip, I would just skip that game. Like this game, there was one game where I was like, I have no idea who's going to win the tip. Maybe it was this one, Phoenix. So, like, Rudy, not a good tip guy. Iguodala, usually a power forward. If you look at their season stats, you can see Iguodala 64%, Rudy 49%. Ray Taylor, appreciate the sub. But, yeah, here, either way, don't really know. Like if Mark Williams was playing, you'd easily take him over Rudy. That's a 30% increase. 39 out of 50 for Mark Williams, 32 out of 65. But since Oso has only taken a few tips, you don't really have too much data. I mean, it does look more probable that he will win the tip. But again, you want to be very, very confident because that immediately narrows down 5 guys for at least an attempt. The most you can do is narrow down an attempt, and if your guy misses the shot, like we've had multiple. Drew Holiday, I think there was one on the Celtics. I mean, yesterday Wemby missed his first 2 shots. All you can do, narrow down the attempts, and then just go from there on first basket. So it's a very, very hard thing to bet on, but once you have the tip win percent, I typically look at head-to-head, which can be another reason to like see who you think is going to win the tip. So over the course of the year, you can see Bam has taken, I guess Bam and Ware have taken about the same amount of tips. So 51%, Bam has a 69%, Diabite sitting at a 41. So you would lean Heat for sure. And then you would just go based off of head-to-head, which they've also shown they can win those as well. So 3 out of 3 versus Kalkbrenner and Diabite. Now, Diabite will get the start, so very low sample size. But then you could look at like last 10, so 62%, 50%. But you just want to make sure you know who's going to get the tip, because that, again, eliminates those players. Then, once you have that, you can go by position. So you can see Miami allows, which we're not going to look at this because, remember, we think Miami's going to win the tip. So you're going to look at Charlotte and who allows the first field goal by position there. So you'll see power forward, point guard, each at 30%, more than the other two. So you would narrow it down to them. You can also look at the season. It is actually the other two, but I think recency is more important. Now, unless you see a crazy outlier here, like all of these are pretty, I would say pretty reasonable, right? Anything above like 17, 18%, kind of in that range where it's like, I don't know. So you go off of recency, and then you could filter it down by head-to-head as well. So shooting guard, small forward, and center each got one head-to-head. Kind of hard to go off of that because obviously there's 3 positions there. But if you don't see any crazy outlier in position, then you can go to player, start narrowing it down first by season, who's getting the highest count of first team field goals, first field goals made, first 3 attempted in the game. So yeah, just narrowing it down like everything, man. We'll go over. I have a long shot for the Cavs that I like that I'll break down and show you guys why I like. Yeah, let me catch up here. Matt, 300 yesterday. Nice. Hollywood, what up? Mike, what's up? Cooper, Duran first basket. I love that. Let's go over that one, and then we'll go over the Cavs. So I did a lot of this off stream, but I'll show you guys why I like these guys and why I think you should too. So I have one for. I actually have a notepad. I have Cade or Duran, and then we'll get to the Cavs game. Stay tuned for that. But Cade, Duran for Pistons, and I'll show you why. Let me catch up on chat here. HVAC in the building, what's up? Appreciate you. Augmented reality. Wendell for the first basket was a dub. Nasreen under 2.5 made threes with Edwards out. Still dealing with a shoulder thing. Could be interesting. Bam not playing. Diabate. I always say Diabetes because it's funny. I know I say his name wrong. It's on purpose. I've always seen first basket at like 10 to 20% data, then 80-90% luck. I've done it. I've bet 3 days on first baskets, and I've hit one at least every single day. Was it the first or second day where we had all 3 on the first team? We had Luka, Bane, and I forget the other one, but you can go back and watch the stream. I didn't bet the first team scores, but I did yesterday with Wemby. He shot 0 for 2. Again, all you can get are those attempts, and then you just have to trust the players to make the shots. Yeah, you can make crazy money, bro. Like yesterday, I made 25 units off of one guy, so. When are we going to sell the lights? Bro, you like it? Probably when we drop the merch. So, I'm wearing the merch. HVAC, you can, who said that? No bet, you could probably DM Jose on Discord and ask. He could probably ship one out to you. I'm not sure on that, but if you really, really want one, I'm sure he could probably figure something out. Snagged wear PR over 22.5 minus 102, 10 rebounds. Look at it, bet. Got you, Jalen. You can narrow it down like you're saying. Everyone's different, though. Personally, never had any luck with it. Yeah, let me break down why, or like, let me just break this Pistons game down. I think Duran is a really good bet in this game. Duran or Cade. Eric, appreciate the sub, brother. Okay, let me break this one down. So over the season, you could see the tip win percent I never really look at season stats, to be honest, up here, although they are important. Just maybe look for the most green, just get a glance. But recency is king. In NBA, NHL, NFL, everything is dependent on recency because there's injuries, different guys getting tips, different just starters, different everything, right? So over the season, sure, but look how many players have started over the course of the season. I mean, it's just absurd, right? It's ridiculous. Now, you could filter by first team, so Duren actually does have the most first team. He also has the most game shots as well, so important stats there, right? Followed closely by Cade, and these are my top two guys, but it's not just as simple as this. You can actually see, make sure when you're filtering by percentages, you're being conscious that this data can be a little skewed. So the data is right, but because Isaiah Stewart only has 13 starts, his first game field goal attempts are like percent is going to be higher, right? So just be conscious of that. Paul Reed as well. So that's why typically I just go off of count when looking at season. But let me show you something crazy. Last 5, the Wizards have allowed... Okay, first off, remember, start with tip. So last 10, Duren is 50%. You're like, that's not great. Sarr, it says he's questionable. Sarr is out. He was ruled out just a couple hours ago. So he will not play. Now, Julian Reese, Tristan Vukovic, I don't like either of those guys' chances. If you look at the course of the season, I think they've made like two combined in 12 attempts. So I don't know who's going to get the start. I would guess Julian Reese. But I actually went back and watched these 3 tips just because there's only 3 of them. I went back and watched them. And the one he won, he should not have won. It was like he tipped it. He didn't get the tip, first of all. The other guy got the tip, but Bub Carrington had a really high IQ play. He ran around, stole the ball from Paolo, and just went down the floor and got a fast break dunk. Or a fast break layup or something. So this one, even though he won it, technically, sure, like the data's not wrong there, I still don't love his chances. So give me Duren on that. Alex Sarr is out. Even if he was in, you can still see Duren does have a better tip win percent. Not great, but I trust him over Vukovic, over Julian Reese, right? So we have that. We know, or we think we know who's going to win the tip just based off of that data. Now, something interesting that I was explaining, season stats, again, don't really matter unless there's a crazy outlier, which in this case, if you look at the center, 35% of the first buckets are allowed to the center position, which is absolutely insane. So you're like, let's see if this is, consistent with last 10, last 5, last 3 head-to-head stats. You can see last 10, a 40% to center, 20% to power forward. And I also looked up who they gave up, and the power forwards were Draymond Green. He was listed as power forward, usually a center. And the other one, I'm blanking, but there was another, or it was Bam. It was Bam when he dropped 83 points. Again, usually he's also a center, but was a power forward in this case. So they just give up a lot to bigs. Regardless of what they're listed as, 60% of the last 10, they're giving up to these bigs. Last 5, 80%. 4 of the last 5 guys have been these bigs. Last 3, 100%, right? And then you look at head-to-head stats, it's been center and point guard. And as you can imagine, it was Duren and Cade. So just really important stats to look at here, and everything kind of makes sense. It's like building a puzzle. There's a lot of things to look at. You got to make sure you have everything in the right order to put these pieces together. You can also see that they allow a ton of 2-point jump shots, 2-point layups, 2-point hook shots, not a lot of 3 balls. So last 5, you can also see same thing here. 4 of 5, obviously the big men in the paint, they're usually scoring these layups, these jump shots, these hook shots, anything like that. So I really like Duren, also not only because he's been well recently, getting 2 of the first buckets of the game out of his last 5 starts recently, but over the course of the season he has the most. Head-to-head he has 1, and Washington really struggled versus big men without Alex Sarr. So that's my reasoning. That's my first one. It was the same thing with Queta. It was the same thing with Wendell Carter. We did the same thing. I'm just running it back. But this time the data is on players is even more so backing it up than when we had Wendell Carter was his leading for his team, but even more than Queta as well. And then you can see the odds plus 470, so not amazing odds, but there's a reason, right? I mean, the books know he's very, very likely to get that first bucket. Now, I will be betting this on DK. Centers, you want to make sure you're betting on a app where free throws are included. So instead of betting first bucket, bet first point, just in case it does end up being a free throw. So just make sure you read the rules. We got screwed by that on the first day, and it's not going to happen again. So just make sure you know that. Duran or Cade are my pick. Cade, mainly due to head-to-head, I'll probably put half a unit on Cade, a full unit on Duran, and then no matter what, we're up. But Duran will be going in the parlay with a guy on the Cavs who I'm going to show you. So, this Cavs one is definitely a long shot, but I think my reasoning will make sense. And, of course, all first basket parlays are going to be long shots. That's the name of the game. That's why the odds are so crazy. But let me show you why I think this next one is so interesting. So if you look at the Cavs versus Bucks, season stats, Cavs tip win 64.7%. Something that's interesting, Allen and Mobley actually both have the same percent, 64.7. Jared Allen obviously out. Evan Mobley getting 11 of 17 of the tips that he's had this season. Miles Turner, very, very bad tip win percent, 27.4. Giannis obviously had one, he got it, but Giannis likely isn't going to get the tip just based off of these statistics here. You can see Miles Turner, 17 of 62. Giannis has only got one. So even though he won it, not really too concerned that he'll get the opportunity to make the tip. And then you look at last 10. Tip wins 70%. So Mobley in his last has only started in the last 10 games, only started 5 of them ever since Allen got hurt. But he's got 80% of the tips, so 4 of his last 5. And then you can also see Cavs dominate on first field goal, first point, first 3, and average shots to first field goal as well. And then last 5, last 3, head-to-head on the tip win percent. Now it is Jared Allen, so there's not much to go off of, but he does still seem to win over Miles Turner, which makes me like Mobley's chances as well, since they had the same tip percentage over the course of the season. So kind of some speculation there, but I think it makes sense. Now, here's where it gets pretty interesting. So you can look at the last 5 here, and you can see that was it the season? Over the course of this season, they allow the most to the shooting guard. Or was it the small forward? Let's see. Head-to-head stats you're going to want to look at. You could look at the first game attempted. So you can see Sam Merrill, 2 of 3 starts, 66.7 first game attempted field goal. Now, he didn't make any of them, but he still had the first 3 attempted, right? So really important stat to note there. And then if you look who they actually allow the most to in the last 5, 2 to small forwards, and they were 60% of the time they were a 3 ball. So you look here, you're like, maybe he's got a shot, right? So you look at Merrill, in 3 starts, he's taken 1 first game attempt. In the last 10, he has taken the most on his team. So I don't know. First bucket odds are always real long shots. Also, with Giannis back, they have never, or not never, but they rarely allow towards centers. So 2 times in the last 10, which I'm not even sure, has Giannis been back 10 games yet? See, he's only been back 6. So if you look at last 5 data, they've only allowed 1 to the power forward, most others coming from guards and smaller forwards. So you can see Sam Merrill, the small forward, he's also getting a ton on his team, has the most over the last 10 games attempted. So my prediction here is Sam Merrill starts the game off with a 3. Has done it twice head-to-head in 3 starts, and I think that they'll kick it out with Mobley down low. He'll be either on Miles Turner or Giannis. This one definitely more of a long shot, but I think the data matches it. You can see 28.6%. He's also getting most of the first threes as well. Yeah, I think so. My notes say Merrill 3 point for the game, and then first 3 point scorer 0.5 units each. And then I'm probably gonna parlay Merrill and Duran, Merrill for a three, Duran for a bucket, and then just normal first points as well. So more of a long shot one there, but I thought you guys would find that interesting. I think just based off of this 3 point jump shot, you can also see over the course of the season, it's easily the most of what they allow on first field goal. So first field goal, almost 50% of the time, they're allowing a three rather than a two, jump, dunk, like anything else. 30 of them have started off with a 3 point jump shot. And his count's not going to be high because he hasn't started every game. But again, 16.7% of the time starting off, and 23% of the time starting off with a attempt on his team. So I think the odds make it worth it. I wouldn't be surprised if Mobley or Mitchell got it, but I think the odds alone just make it a good look. So that's my pick, Sam Merrill, Duran. If you guys have any other games you want to go over, let me know, but those are my favorites for first basket. Obviously, we had Wemby yesterday. It was unlucky he didn't get it, but yeah, just kind of wanted to go over this data. Now that I can bet on it, it makes this cheat sheet valuable to me. So I know a lot of you guys have wanted to go over that for a while. So do I break down every game? Yes. We'll go over every game. Who you like in Heat? Heat first basket or just anything? Fox, I did like Fox, Steven. Either Fox or Wemby. Wemby odds just aren't worth it. I do like Fox, though. Also, revenge game, some narrative there. I had a fire three-leg first basket bet the other day. It was the one when Duran got his first basket taken away for a challenge. Oh. Will there be a blowout for the first basket? That doesn't matter. It's actually a better sign if there is a blowout for first basket. Merrill isn't on DK right now? Bro, ain't no way. I didn't even bet it yet. Also, I found this very interesting. Oh, also, King of the Court, so we'll go over that. But if you went to quick hits for this game, Sam Merrill 3-ball for the exact score had the third, best odds, or, most, he was plus 950, which was the third, least odds or more likely odds, which I thought was really, really interesting. First score exact. Yeah, Sam Merrill's there. Who's the center for Wizards? It's either going to be Julian Reese or Tristan Vukovic or whatever that guy's name is. Detroit should win it. Detroit should win the tip. That's all you need to know. What are we doing? We're going over first basket props. Şengün got first basket on Reese too. Center dominates Wizards 100%, bro. 100%, Rug. Center for Wizards is Wendell Carter, our GOAT. He's already cashed two times for us. He's our GOAT, bro. Orlando OKC, probably either Bane or Wendell. We can go over it, though. Give me a second. Let me try and get this Merrill bet in. I'm doing half a unit on his first score. And then I'll also be doing some on the first three of the game. If I can bet that. First points, first 3 minutes, first 3. Where's first 3? First 3 result, no. First team 3, Sam Merrill. That's only plus 200, so that's probably a full unit bet. And then I'd also look at, let me get Duren in as well. Give me a second here. Okay, so those are in. Again, these will all be posted on my Picket, so go here to check that out. If you're not following us on Twitter or Discord, those links are in as well. I have a video on how to join our Discord, so if you're not, like, super active on Discord, you could just watch that video. So I'm going to do half a unit on Duren, half a unit on Cade for first baskets for this game. And then I'm also going to do Duren and Merrill exact as a parlay. Con 3s, I got you, bro. I got you, K-Sav. We're going to go over this game, and then any other ones you guys want to go over, then we'll get to normal bets. Actually, I'm going to do half a unit and then like a third of a unit on Cade. Half a unit on Duren, third of a unit on Cade for first basket. And then let me add, I guess we'll put that in now, and then we'll do first scorer. Now, I also think Duren will be a 2. So we'll do first scorer exact, Duren for a 2, and Merrill for a 3. And then we'll see what those odds are. Yeah, Will, I actually just posted a video on goal scores, so check that video out. Wendell, Duren, Merrill, round robin, got a 4th. We can look for a 4th. Probably will do a long shot round robin. Let me get this Merrill exact. First scorer exact, Sam Merrill 3. So yeah, that's plus 5,500, so I'll probably put like, something on it. Duren 2, Sam Merrill 3 as a parlay. Put like 0.2 units on it. Vander, you can pick dunk or layup or other. Which would Duren be? I would just pick 2. If you can't do that, because I think, if you bet 2, I guess free throws aren't included. But I would just do 2. Wemby or Fox could be Fox for sure. Data showing PF get first basket for. Data showing power forwards. We'll check. Okay, I put a third of a unit on Duren 2, Merrill 3 as a parlay. Okay. Head to head, Wendell Carter has hit, again, season stats. Wendell Carter's a really good tip win % guy. Should beat Chet again. I wouldn't be surprised. I know Suggs took the last shot last time. I was looking at this earlier. Suggs took the first game shot. He missed. And then Anthony Black made the first field goal. Dort made a 3 as the first shot there. So, for the course of the season, so last 10 games, first field goal has been 70% Magic. OKC allows power forward, point guard, center over the last 10 games. The last 5 has been power forward, point guard, center. Last 3 head-to-head was shooting guard. But that was Anthony Black. Again, he's not playing in this game, obviously. Cason Wallace has the most. Interesting. So three first-team field goals. So all of those shots he's taken, he's actually hit all of them over the game. It looks like. Actually, he missed one. But not bad there either. Wendell looks really good. I mean, I don't know if I love that matchup against Hartenstein. Let's see, did Hartenstein play in this game? He did. Interesting. What shot type are they allowing? Three-pointers. So, OKC allowing a lot of three-point jump shots. And then two-point layup over the season. Yeah, 3 is their most allowed first shot by 42%. So same thing with the Merrill situation. Kind of probably something we want to take into consideration. You can also see over the last 5 games, that's the most they allowed as well. So who hits the most threes first? Seems to be De Silva. Bane has the most. Suggs next. Wendell Carter actually has the third most first three-pointers made, which is very interesting. Considering he's a center, doesn't seem to take a lot of threes. Magic are so tough to bet on in general. First basket may be different. First basket, we had Wendell yesterday, bro. Was that yet? Yeah, it was yesterday, right? It's nasty. 90% is just crazy. So we think Magic will get the first shot, which is exactly what happened last time. They should get the first shot. Do they make it? Do they take advantage? That's the question. First team field goal, not going to be Anthony Black. He's out. So it's either going to be Bane or Wendell, man. That's just what it is. Wendell has some, or Paolo. Paolo, it was a lot of threes. Not to shooting guards, though. 22%. So no crazy outlier over the season. Last 10 does seem a little mixed. A lot of power forwards, though. Over the last 5 games, it's been 3 power forwards. So you look, who is the power forward there? It is going to be Paolo. So that could be an approach. I don't love anything here. It's either going to be Paolo, Bane, but then we saw some upside with De Silva, so I probably wouldn't take anything in this game. But again, 3-point jump shots. That does seem like you can't really pass up. So like Bane for a 3-point jumper, definitely possible. Either that or Suggs. You can also make sure you know who's starting. Like lineups, go to lineups, make sure you know who's starting. Suggs at the point, Bane, De Silva, Paolo, Wendell Carter. Nothing crazy there since Anthony Black has been out for so long. Yeah, so this will be the lineup last used yesterday. Suggs, Bane, De Silva. So Paolo leads on the positional base. And then you can see, I just don't see Paolo getting a 3-ball first. I mean, how often is he getting the first 3? He had 0 first 3s in the last 10 games. How many over the course of the year? 2. See, compared to like Wendell, Suggs, Bane, just seems like Bane should get that shot. So yeah, no crazy edge there. I know you want a 4th though. So let's look at this Kings game. Now, who's gonna win the tip? Spurs makes it pretty easy. We're just looking at Wemby, right? Because 92%, you just can't argue with that. So then going here, you can see who's making the first team field goal most often. You can see it's Wemby, Vassell, Fox, Castle, and Champagny. Champagny probably just eliminated. But all these guys are pretty close. Wemby, a 5th of the time, he's taking the first shot of the game. Going to be a little skewed, but you can see 20% of the time. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous. And then Vassell, you could just kind of filter by starts as well. Yeah, it is going to be Wemby. He also has, look at this. Wemby has 17 first-team field goal attempts, or field goals made, in 43 starts. That is, like, 6th on his team in starts, but he's still getting the most shots, or most first-team field goals made. So, I mean, you would have to go Wemby. I just don't think the odds are really worth it, plus 470. Could also make sure the Kings... Yeah, the Kings do allow the most to centers. Head-to-head, it was a point guard both times. I know Fox was another guy we were looking at. Yeah, so they haven't allowed any to centers over the last 10 games. It's been mainly shooting guard, point guard, small forward. So for that recency, I would take Fox. But also in the last 10 games, like, who has the most? Like, Wemby has 5. I mean, that's just absurd. 5 first-team field goals in 8 starts. Should have been him yesterday as well, but he just shot 0 of 2, so... and Fox has 0 in the last 10 games. So it seems since Wemby has been back, he's just taking that role. Yeah, I would imagine Wemby gets it here, but... Yeah, so Wemby, I think you have to go off of the recency. I mean, Fox getting 0 over his last 9 starts is pretty staggering, with Wemby getting 2 first-team field goals in his last 3 starts, which, again, just goes to rub it in my face to show how pathetic he shot yesterday, 0 of 2 in the first 2. But I'm going to write that down. We're going to write Duren, Wemby, and Merrill. Those are my top 3 so far. Can we find a 4th? I do like Wendell just on the recency, but it seems a little rough because it could be either Wendell, Bane. It's also a really hard defense. I just don't like the matchup with him on Hartenstein. Maybe we can get something in this Phoenix versus Denver game. Denver should come right out and just obliterate them. Jokic has gotten 3 first-team field goals, 60% in his last 5 starts. Him and Murray are the top 2 options, obviously. Let's see over the course of this season what the count is. It is going to be Jokic and Murray tied, but see, Jokic, 17 of his last 52 starts. Murray, 17 of 63. So that's a very different percentage. They do have the same exact first-team field goal attempt, which is crazy. Murray does have more in the game, while Jokic seems to get him on the team. So let's see what the Phillies allow, or the Sixers allow, not the Phillies. It does seem to be either center, some point guard mixed in there. Yeah, center and point guard. I mean, it's going to be either Murray or Jokic. Small forward got it last time. Spencer Jones took a 3. Or no, actually it didn't. It was just a 2. Interesting. Spencer Jones not shooting 3s. What a crazy world we live in, boys. One thing I did forget, though, is to, of course, go over tips first. Andre Drummond, 82%. Jokic, only a 53% guy. So, do we like that? I don't know. Isn't Merrill questionable? Yes, if he doesn't play, it voids. So, not worried about it. Philly's chalked at both center and point guard right now? Yeah, for sure. Now, do we think... Yeah, see, they actually project Bona to get the start. So is he gonna win the tip over Jokic? Probably not. Yeah, he's 1 of 4. What's his 50%? Jokic is also 50%, so maybe. But in this game, I would either take Jokic or Murray for sure. crazy. Actually crazy. Last 5 games, they've actually both got 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5, first 3, 40%. They're tied on like everything except tip win, 20% to 60%. So yeah, Drummond probably won't start. DeMar Rosen. Yo, what's up, Shaq? What did I call you? Shaquille? Might have called you Shaquille. Pacers game could look. I didn't love it. I can show you why. Spurs game just reminded Champagne PRA Demon looks intriguing. Okay. Can look. I don't know if you're saying that because you're on Prize Picks or because he's a demon or what. Assist or rebound parlays, yeah. 100% Creel. We'll get to those. Shaquille, there he is. Is that what it was? I think that's what it was. Westbrook, Hart, Portis, and Hero for 8 rebounds? Okay, we'll look. Gordon rebounds. We'll look, guys. We'll look at those. We're going over first baskets now. And then we'll get to normal plays. I do think this one is intriguing. I think Bona, 50%. Jokic is 60, so it's close. But who's getting the most? Like, another thing you could check is first 3 field goal attempts per game. So who's getting those first 3 shots? Jokic, 0.8 in his last 10 starts. So very, very good there. 6 first team buckets. Just very, very good, of course. It's just going to be him or Jamal Murray. Now, I don't think they would give you plus money for either of those guys. But it's either going to be him or Murray. Let me see. If you get plus money for team scorers, either him or Murray. I would just put a unit on both of them. First team field goal. Murray, Jokic. Let's see. If I do a unit on both. Profit. So one of them's going to lose. Profit like a unit if either of them hit. If you put a unit on both. So is that worth it? I mean, literally no one else has even gotten an attempt in the last 5 games. Someone's got 1 attempt in the last 10 games. Who was it? Who was it? Yeah, it was Valanciunas. So it was a center when Jokic didn't play. So I think I will bet that. To win a unit, no matter what happens there. If it's Jokic or Murray on the Nuggets. Yeah, I'm going to bet that. That might be stupid. I don't know if I recommend that, but I'm going to see how that works. Yes, Shaquille. It's very, very bad. If you're, like, man, just using Prize Picks is really rough, man. I would get off immediately. Or not get off, but just make sure you have all the books. Like, I tell everyone, if you're not using the right books, like, the reason we give out the best odds here immediately is so you just know where to bet. You want to bet where you're getting the best value. It's like going to rather than, like, if you look up, say you're going to go buy a PC, and you see it's $2,000 at Target, $1,700 at Walmart, or $1,000 at Best Buy. You're not going to go to Walmart or Target to buy the PC. If it's the same exact specs, same thing, you're going to go to whatever I said the 1,000 one is, Best Buy or something. You're going to go there. So why would you ever bet anywhere else? It's like, it's the same exact thing. You're just losing money if you go anywhere else and bet anywhere else. It's the same thing. Yeah, Brunson out tonight. Gonna be interesting for sure. Yeah, so I'm gonna do probably just a 3-leg Duran, Wemby, Merrill. First point scorer. Let's see what the odds are on that. Duran. Let's see. Duran quick hits. And I'm betting only first points, so free throws will count on this. We'd have to do game. Merrill and Wembird. Wembird. Where are you, Wembird? Oh, they don't have first points out for that one. Okay, so we'll wait. Why Castle and Fox switch position every game? Bro, it's so weird, man. Fine, I'll start using other books. Good. Hey, you fix listed point guard. Bro, what? Fox? Fox listed point guard? Odds drop from 2,200 to plus 800. They're offering you plus money to cash out. Will on what? For a hockey bet? You need a black PFT? Bro, it's coming. I swear, Will, it's coming. Yeah, Will, let me know what that's on. Okay, so now we're done with first baskets. If you guys want me to go over other games, I will, but let's just start with the injury reports, as per usual. Terry Rozier, Andrew Wiggins are out. Bam is doubtful. That changes things. That sure does change things. Let me... I know this usually updates automatically, but I just like refreshing in case anything came out in the past 30 seconds. Let me check. When did that happen? Oh, wow. Everyone just got ruled out. That's why. For that game, Devin Vassell ruled out, so they're probably just changing the odds. Ooh, Ant with a knee gonna miss 1 or 2 weeks. That's crazy. Yo, what's up, Lucas? Welcome, welcome, welcome. A lot of money off Cat and Hart today. We'll see. Isn't that game like a low score, or like a... Aren't they favored by 1 billion? Were they playing the Pacers? Yeah. I don't know if I love it. No props for Bam. Bam's doubtful, bro. He's not going to play. Saloon for the Hornets out. Isaiah Stewart out for the Pistons, so maybe Duran gets some action there. Whitmore, Davis, D'Lo, Kaishan George, Trae Young, Leaky Black, Bilal, Alexandre, Sarr all out. Yeah, Duran gonna have a day if I had to guess. They are favored by 20. Oh my god. They're favored by 20. Brunson is doubtful. Players who are doubtful never play. Also, no cap, I'm not saying that, you know, the reason I don't like that is because Brunson's out. Sure, one of them are probably going to pop off, but favored by 14, got to consider that, right? So we'll see why and if we think that will hold up, but we'll get there. Sorber, J. Will, small J. Will, and Brandon Carlson out. Jonathan Isaac, Wagner, and Anthony Black. Bro, what was up with Paolo yesterday? Dude shot like 3 of 13 and made like 20, or like shot 11 of 16 from the line. Like, come on, man. That was just rough. Like, what a rough beat. Pacers, Halliburton, Furphy. I'm not even going to read all this. We're not going to look at the Pacers at all. Maybe we look at the Knicks, though. Miles McBride, Jalen Brunson, doubtful. Mitchell Robinson, questionable. I assume he's not going to go, and they're just going to let Cat eat. Favored by 14, I would imagine they just let him rest. Sam Merrill, questionable with a hammy. Jared Allen, Tyrese Proctor, both out. Jalen Tyson, probable. Now, maybe if Merrill's out, you just bet on Jalen Tyson instead. He's in that same spot, so we'll see there. Dieng, Turner, Giannis, Rollins, all questionable. Suns, Dylan Brooks, Mark Williams, Grayson Allen, good pickup for me in fantasy, doubtful. Haywood Highsmith, questionable. Didn't he drop like 30 yesterday? That was weird. Ant out with the knee. PG, Johnny Broom, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, Jabari Walker, all out. Something for the Sixers might be in effect. Nuggets, Peyton Watson out. Spurs, David Jones, Dylan Harper. We just saw Devin Vassell just got ruled out a few minutes ago. I think it was, yeah. Vassell out, Harper questionable, and Luke Cornett still questionable. Sabonis, Levine, DeAndre Hunter, Keegan Murray, Drew Eubanks, and Devin Carter all out. Malik Monk is questionable. So that's where we're sitting with all injury reports. Now let's go to the injury splits and kind of figure this out. I'm going to put the first basket props I have on props 2 so you guys can see that. So if you type exclamation mark props 2, you'll see. I'm going to put the player and then the exact thing I think they'll get. I'm just going to put like 2 or 3. So Wemby, I don't know. He can do anything. Merrill is going to be a 3. Duren is a 2. But yeah, so that's what that number means. If Brunson is out, Brunson is going to be out. People who have been doubtful play in like no games. Also, Cat dropped 40 the last time Brunson and McBride were out. That is nasty work. Shot 24 shots, 13 rebounds. What is he for a double-double? Minus 152. Minus 290 on FanDuel. Yeah. That's about what it should be. Cat head-to-head Pacers 100%. On what points? Rebounds? It's close. So, okay, so let's just go based off of Knicks with Brunson and McBride out. See what data we can get there. Only one game, so I don't love that. Let's just take Brunson out. I think he has more of an impact. Reason I'm saying that is because McBride has been out for so long. See, like 30, 32 games. The averages just don't make sense. You can see here, when a guy has been out this long, it barely impacts anyone, right? Like Mitchell Robinson's usage goes up 0.8, his points up 0.7. That's the biggest increase. So let's just look without Jalen Brunson, who's getting that big usage increase, whatever. So OG Anunoby and Karl Anthony Towns are getting the biggest usage. Cat is green all across the board, so you can see he averages 19 shots when Brunson is out. So let's just go here, take Brunson out, and see what we're thinking on this. He's only 40% on his points. Let's see, 26 shots, 19, 24, 14, 16. So actually didn't take a crazy, ridiculous amount of shots. Also lost almost every game without Brunson. So he's obviously high impact guy on that team. So let's see if they really care, and let's see if they can get a dub here. With starters, I dropped 20 rebounds on Golden State. That's crazy. Again, they're Golden State though, so man, this was, yeah, January 15th. This game, 26 shots, 14 shots. I know it says he averages 19, but he doesn't really seem to. It's more like, sure, that's his average, but I like going off minimums. Minimums don't look great here. Free throws, he's getting like, I'd say 6 is a fair number on free throws. And those are important, especially when you're researching centers, so make sure you have those in. Without Brunson. Also, if Mitchell Robinson's out, that's going to be absurd. Like, let's see if we can find games without Mitchell Robinson and without Jalen Brunson as well. So, yeah, I mean, he hit his rebounds. Didn't hit his points, but he shot 6 of 14. Shot 4 threes. 5 of 7, though. Without, did his points line just go up? I swear his points line just went up. Am I tripping? So he averages 34, 28 points, 12 twos. He literally averages, God, he averages 19 shots, man. So let's just input like 16 with 5 threes. 16, 5 threes without Jalen Brunson. 2 of 4, but he's missing barely, man. Also, look at his matchup. He has a crazy good matchup against the Pacers. I think he could drop a 40-burger. He's done it 2 other times. Did it against Minnesota. Did it against Miami. Let's see on a similar defensive rating. Dropped 22 last time. Missed a free throw and shot 8 of 17. 4 of 5 head-to-head, though. Plus 2,000 to get 40. Plus 350 for 29.5. He's done that 3 times. And this is still with Brunson. Like, if we take him out, what do the odds change to? There's just no data with him out. It's unfortunate. I think his 29.5 line could be worth a sprinkle. I mean, he's done it twice and he's plus 350. I mean, just the increase alone is ridiculous. So, yeah, definitely like the look. I probably wouldn't take him for rebounds only because he's going to be going against Zubac. Not like, look, it looks good, but this game wasn't with, none of these games were with Zubac. So you can't really take that into account. Just something I would take into account there. How do you make those curved lines? Yeah, Creel. So if you go to, like, just so I can zoom in here, I'm going to go on last 5. If you click graph settings, you can filter by defense versus position, which is this at the top, and goes based off of this. So you can see over the course of the season, they're ranked 8th. So if you filter by a similar defense and you have, it'll show automatically like within 5. So 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It'll show those 5. But you can go to filters and change the range plus or minus. So if you want a wider range, you can filter by like 5, and that'll show plus or minus 5. So within 10, how he performs on a similar ranked defense. Obviously, doesn't look good, but Jalen Brunson being out heavily changes his line. But again, just showing you this example. I would leave it on either 2 or 3. Going over 5 would be crazy because that's almost half of the league. But getting this range could also be helpful. I would leave it on something close, though, like within 5 is usually good. And then, again, if you go to graph settings, so I would leave this defense per position on, and the line you were asking about is either pace or defensive rating. So when you're on pace, it's showing, obviously, the pace, which you can see here. Pace signifies possessions per game, so you can see the Heat have the highest pace. And keep in mind, this line is showing off of season, not like last 5 or last 10. It's just season stats. So it'll show, like if you click a similar pace, obviously the line is going to be pretty consistent, but it can be helpful to look at. So just seeing like, usually it's actually more helpful with the line off, just like if you're looking at last 10. So you can see like he's played a lot of medium pace teams. But when he played a high-paced team, he had, 13 shots. So his shots actually seemed to increase when he had that higher pace. When he had a really low pace, he had some good shots. So everything like that can be taken into account. But yeah, so make sure when you're filtering, you have either pace or defensive rating on based on what you want to be filtering or looking at, because it can change your data pretty significantly. So, and defensive rating is going off of this defensive efficiency, which shows points allowed per 100 possessions. So a team with a high defensive efficiency is actually terrible. So you'll see Jazz, Wizards, Kings, Nets, Pacers. If you filter that, similar defensive rating, you can see he actually doesn't perform well either, but that's probably because when they're winning by so much. Yeah, so they're just blowing these teams out. Like 120 to 66. Obviously, they're not going to need him to get a lot of points. So, hopefully that makes sense. Like, I only know how to look at cheat sheets, see the data, and that's it. Don't click on anything else. Well, you need to. If you're not using filters, then you really shouldn't have Propfinder, bro. Because just go watch some of my YouTube videos. I promise you'll... Like, even with NHL, I just posted 2 videos yesterday. One will come out tomorrow. One today, one yesterday. And those are just super, I think, super helpful, and we'll show you guys kind of how to use the data, how to research. And more videos like that will come out in the future as well. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, like if you're not taking advantage of these filters, you really need to get on that, because that's our main like point. I would say our main focus, main thing you should be doing. So please take advantage of that. Yeah, Cat, I mean, I would easy take his points, bro. Nasty work here. See, look, last year, like, him to get 30, bro, he did it 33% of the time, 40% of the time this year, has the best, like, chart. Love it, man. Zubac questionable. If he doesn't go, too, that's, like, an easy play. Yeah, probably take Cat there, though. Some more increases. You can see Hart getting a decent increase on, really good increase on assists. Yeah, see his line is 6.5. You can see, whoa, only 29% on the year. Calm down. It's because Brunson is out, and now it looks insane. So actually has a trip dub. Now Mitchell Robinson is questionable. If he doesn't go either, he didn't get a trip dub in this game, but that's again because Cat had 20 rebounds. So Josh Hart for like, I mean, his assists look ridiculous. Look at this. 10, 9, 8, 10. I mean, you can't argue with that. You can see his potentials as well without Jalen Brunson. Gets on average 13, which is 5 more than his season average, which is an insane increase. His minimum is like 11 and 12, so I'm just going to filter him in on like 12 and then just see what he does. 7 of 9 on his assists, so definitely a line I would take. Rebounds as well. I mean, if Cat wasn't playing, his rebound chances actually do go up. So what if he gets like 12 and 14, which I always like going below their average. See, like, that's insane. Should get a dub. Maybe even a trip dub. You just sprinkle. Has literally gone over every game with those potentials, and that's what he averages without Jalen Brunson. Nope, not Robinson. Although he could be out as well. He probably didn't hit his RA in one of these, yeah. But I would actually probably rather take his RA and then double at plus 195. Yeah, that's something I would get behind as well. Trip dub plus 950. I don't see insane value in that, but it could happen. Definitely could happen. I mean, 13, like, let's just give him his average. 15 rebounds, 13 assists. Let's see. Wait, what was it? Those are always backwards. That bugs me. 15 rebounds. 15 rebounds, 13 potential assists. Let's see how often he's getting a dub. Triple-double, 50% of the time. Literally missed by 3 assists here. Missed by 7 there, but that's a game they lost. They're not projected to lose. So, like, if they win, like a point differential of like 14 and they win, he's 6 of 8 on a triple-double. That's absurd. Guys, that is absurd. 88% on a double-double as well. That is absurd. Holy cow. So yeah, I love Hart for everything. Assists, rebounds, assists, dub, trip dub, everything. RA a better bet? I think so. I'm gonna see where I can get his best odds at. Plus 100 on MGM. Hard at plus 900 now for a trip dub. Come on, man. Ooh, BetMGM give me a no sweat. Come on now. Hart was plus 1,900 for a triple-double this morning. Jeez. Dropped from plus 2,200. Oh, they're okay. Will, that's what they're offering for you. I gotcha. Yeah, I mean that's insane, man. $100 up to a $5 bonus bet, bruh. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get his trip dub. He's plus 725 only. RA's at 15.5 now. I still like it at that line, bro. What were those filters we just had on? Like 15. I mean, like literally he should average. Let's just say he gets 13 and 13. That's below his average, but let's just say that's what he gets. In his last 17 games, he's 95%, bro. Or in his last 20 games, he's 95%. And he's probably 95% in his last 20 games. Last year, I mean, just ridiculous stuff here. Just ridiculous. And also, we could put in some definites here, like Brunson being out. 6 of his last 7. Only missed once. I think a triple-double is ridiculous value here. I can't believe his line for that was that low. Especially against this team. Like, that's absurd. That is legitimately ridiculous. How many did he have here? 60%. More often than not, he's getting a triple-double, bro. Like, what? Literally, what? Definitely laterable on, like, everything. Actually, kind of concerned about his points, to be honest. 12, 14, 9, 8, 8. So, like, if he shoots 8, how often is he getting 10 points? Like, a minimum of 8, how often is he getting 10 points? Never mind, 80, yeah, 90%. So if he shoots, like, garbage, but what about a similar defensive rating? 3 of 4 this season when he shoots 8. So surely we don't have to worry about that. Did they just take, they just took Hart off of MGM. Wait, referral. Odds plus 24K for that 4-leg. Let's do it, Shaquille. Let's do it, Shaquille. Wait, did I already put the bet in? Wait, hold on. Might be tripping. Oh, yeah, I already bet it in. I already put it in. I'm going to refresh my picket. If you're not following me there, you could do that just to see all of my bets if you're curious. You'll see all of them there. I'm actually thinking of laddering Hart, like parlay of his assists, rebounds. I think that could be a very valuable bet there. Minus 114. I think I'm going to do that on DK. I think I'm going to do that, see if I can get alt lines for him. Rebounds. His rebounds line is 9? Bro, what? See if I can get a boost on this one. 30% boost on a 4-leg. Bruh. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Like 6, 6, 8, 8, 10, 10. I think I'm going to do that. Someone has to score. I agree, but if Hart's getting all the assists. Russ tripped up 2 out of his last 3. Good bet to go again. I don't know, man. You seem like the hot hand. I should be asking you. Oh, King of the Court, Josh Hart. Ooh, King of the Court, Cat. We do have to look at King of the Court. I'm going to write down King of the Court. Cat, definitely possible. I know a lot of you guys bet King of the Court. Now I can. So it makes sense for me to look. So yeah. How do I bet this? Bro, like, where do I see this boost? %30 on a 4-leg. Scorching in Cali. Oh yeah, against the Spurs, probably not for Russ. The thing is, they have to keep it close, man. That's just rough. So I'm trying to find this boost. I literally can't find it. It says opt in for a 20% boost, and it's just not there. Oh no, it's there now, but unless it can't be same game. It says all purpose. Single, parlay, same game. Bet now, and it's just not there. Guys, where is it? I can't find it, man. Come on. DeRozan points way better than Russ, probably. DeRozan's been nasty recently. There it is. It's right here. Why is it not? Oh, max bet 20. Okay, maybe I have to do that first. Where's King of the Court at on DK? It's like if you go to the main page, it has to be plus a certain amount of odds. Is that why? Probably right. Does it have to be like plus 200 or something? Oh, min odds plus 300. Okay. We'll use that on the, we'll use that on something else then. God, 15 rebounds in the one game without him. %90 on the boards. And then how many on the assists? Like, and that's not even what chances he should get. 13. Trying to see how many units I should put on. I do like the bet. I'm just checking how many units I should put on it. I think I'm doing 4. For just 6. So he should get 13. Unlucky there. Again, they should win by at least 10. They should win. 11 of his last 12. Only missed this one. This triple-double line is absurd. 58%. Like, what? I don't get it. Like, if he gets, like, 30 minutes, too. 64% on trip-dub, bro. Okay, I'm doing 4 units on 6 and 6. That might be a little aggressive, but we'll see. And then I'm going to do 2 units on like 8 and 8, right? I mean, yeah, he's hit every game with his rebounds, almost every game with his assists, or with 8. Yeah, it's ridiculous. What were these minimum odds? Was it 300? Yeah, 300. I guess I don't really need to bet the 10 and 10. I'm just going to do 6 and 6, 8 and 8. I don't really need to bet the 10 and 10 because I already bet the trip dub. So if he doesn't hit his points, just unlucky. But I don't think I'm going to bet the 10-10 because I already bet the trip dub. So, okay. All that out of the way. Cat points as well. Let's keep looking to see if, like, from here, obviously, it's going to look like the best. He's all green there. But let's just make sure. We'll go through and look at all of these to see Brunson is our favorite for sure. So we'll look, obviously, or not Brunson's our favorite. Cat's our favorite. So look at his points. See, he dropped 40, like, ridiculous. See, when they win. See, he dropped 39. That's ridiculous. OG only had 2 points in this game. 5 minutes though, so kind of null there. Only 15 for Macau. Did hit his line. Shot 6 of 21. Hit his rebounds. Hit his assists. Look at his potential assists. 16. Dog. That's crazy. Like, is that his only game with 16 potentials? Sure is. Without Brunson and a win. See if that's literally his only game with 16 potentials. So yeah, I had 10 here. To even have a double-double line. Plus 1,800. It's ridiculous. Not Hart for King of the Court because he won't get enough points for it to matter. I mean, let's see, like, Hart. How often does he even get a decent amount of points? Like, his line's 12.5. He's got 22 here. I guess PRA is just the important thing. PRA 27.5. Let's actually see, without Brunson, who's getting the most PRA. Like, it's got to be Cat. I think he's a great look for... See, he's hitting, but I don't think he's hitting by as much as Cat is. See, 54. Like, that's probably enough for King of the Court, right? Maybe? I'm actually not sure. Can you show where it shows potentials? So if you go to analysis, I mean, it shows it all over the place. Potential assist is this. Rebound chances. I just call them both potentials. They're the same thing. And then if you're on, like, either rebounds or assists, make sure you have this unchecked or, like, unscratched through. You want these chances on. So you can see he had 21 chances here, 27 chances. And out of those 27 chances, he got 20 of them, if that makes sense. 50 is definitely a good top 2 or 3 for King of the Court. Do you think, are they doing the, like, I know last time it was top 3 got it. Is it just first this time? Like usual? And does your bet have to hit? Like, if I bet on Cat and his line doesn't hit, will he still hit King of the Court? If I bet it? How does that work, guys? I'm new to this. Give me some leeway. I'm new to this. Just let me know. Just first, okay. 50 plus gives you a good chance. Only thing about that slate is Jokic is heavy chalk to win. Yeah, but we're not going to bet Jokic, right? They're also favored by 15. So, bet doesn't have to hit. Okay, cool. Cool, so maybe that, we just take Cat for like 30 points or something. Let's see his points line. Yeah, so for 30 plus, he's plus 318, and he's done it how many times? Like, let's just see his shots. So without Brunson, he averages an increase of 6 field goals attempted, which is almost 20 shots. Let's just say he gets 18 shots. How often when he shoots the ball 18 times, Actually, before we do that, without Brunson, how many free throws is he getting, and is he fouling out? He is actually typically almost fouling out. So see, in the games where he's like not fouling out, like against Miami, dude dropped 39. Minnesota, he actually did foul out. He still dropped 40, which is ridiculous. Let's see. Without Brunson, rebound chances are also ridiculous. Should get like at least 10 rebounds for King of the Court. At least, like, I think he can get 30 points, 30, 10, and then maybe, I don't know, 3, 4 assists. Or like 2. Don't count on his assists. He should get like minimum 38 PRA. He doesn't get assists. That's the annoying thing. But he could, I mean, without Jalen Brunson, also if Mitchell Robinson's out, which I don't think, yeah, there's no ruling on that yet. But if he's out, he's getting, I mean, look at his chances. 22 chances. Also goes up with Jalen Brunson out. So you can see his rebound chances, like he averages 20. Actually more than that, but we'll just say 20 and 18 shots. What does his PRA look like? Points, he dropped 39 and 22. Shot 7 of 19. PRA got 54. So if he gets 54, that's probably good, right? Also 4 of his last 5. Look at his PRA. 56. Well, I can't see exactly what that says. It's like 52 maybe, and then 54. I mean, I think that's probably decent odds. I'm going to take him for 50 PRA and King of the Court. Not yet, but he's my leader right now. And then just put like the $5 on it. Gillespie over, I believe he's out or doubtful. Or no, that was Grayson Allen, my fantasy goat. Which, yes, good comms. Good comms. Isaiah Stewart's also out, and Duran's in a really good spot, so I am curious on this game. Duran averages 26 rebound chances without Isaiah Stewart. I mean, ridiculous numbers there. Only had 12 minutes here. Should get, like, literally 14 rebounds. That's what he averages without Isaiah Stewart. Unlucky in the last game. Had 24 chances. Only got 11 boards. Hit his line for us, so that was nice, but didn't do much else. Okay, stats there. They do give up a lot to centers. They give up 41 points on average to centers. So, like, theoretically, he drops a 40 burger. Maybe him for King of the Court, although they're favored by 20. Wizards would have to keep this game pretty close to me to be inclined to want to take his PRA. Also, literally everyone on their team is out. So let's see, like, if they win by 20, is there any data on that? Or like 18? There's no data. He didn't hit there. Got his rebounds against Utah. So he just doesn't hit his points when they're going to win by so much because his minutes are down. Because they're killing him, so they don't need him. That's the only concern. I think that could happen. First quarter, though? No. First quarter doesn't seem to be a thing either. Because, again, his minutes are so low. Just unfortunate. Unfortunate. I wouldn't take it. Can't take any overs in this game. I just can't do it. Took a SAR for 4.5. Averages 9 chances. I just can't do it, bro. Unless he gets crazy minutes in a blowout. Not really. It's like 24 maybe. If this game's close for some reason, like maybe this is a first quarter bet. If it's close, but I don't know, man. I'd be careful on it for sure. What is king of the court? Whoever gets the most PRA. If you bet it on DraftKings, it's a DraftKings promotion. Whoever gets the most PRA, you end up getting a share of a bonus bet, which is like a $2 billion prize pool. So you just get a share of $2 million in bonus bets. What was that, static? That might have been me moving my mic. I don't think that was static. That was just my mic. My bad. See if there's anything here. Without these guys, I know Paulo usually looks good. Last game, he sold so hard. Like, he got 18. Look at this split here. 3 of 13, 11 of 16 from the line. Like, I bet him for 20 points. I mean, you just can't make that up. They are plus 9. They are at home as well. Does he play well at home? Questionable. Interesting. Dropped 25 on Cleveland at home, 37 minutes. Jeez, look at his rebound chances. Remember we took him for a double-double yesterday, boys? Or I guess it was this game. 16 chances. Got 10 rebounds. That was GOAT status for us. How would you recommend me to get on more books when my state is only limited? That's just unfortunate, man. Then you can't. But if you're only limited to Bet Rivers, I mean, you could... I thought 365 was everywhere. I would just research and see any books you can get on that are, like, legit. You don't want, like, any offshore bookies, but... I mean, unless you want. I wouldn't take that risk, but... get on everything you can. Mainly, it's, like, DFS apps, like Prize Picks, Underdog, Sleeper. You just want to... I like Underdog as a DFS app. I think it's the best one, but Prize Picks is... Bro, the odds are bad, and you have to parlay everything. It's just, like, not what you want to be doing. You know what I mean? 60% boost on Underdog, though, and a 50%. Take that for show. For show. Did I just, like, move my whole desk? What is happening? Sorry. Now I just need to make a 4-leg assist play. Well, Josh Hart should be the first one on that. Right now I have them all for 7. You have them for 8. Hero for 8 rebounds is plus 100. All of who for 7? A Westbrook, Hero, Hart. I do like Hart. I don't think I'm gonna like Westbrook. We could look, but Precious. Westbrook averages 14 chances, which actually does look good, but that's only over the course of one game. His rebounds recently do look good. What do you have him for? 8? You have all those guys for 8 rebounds? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He stayed in this game because they were, you know, they had a chance to win. Is 3 of 3 head-to-head. It's the Spurs, though. Like, did Wemby play in these games? He did. Did I say Wemby dropped 20 rebounds? Oh, my God. 20 and 23, and they lost. Jeez. My lower castle. I just need to go game by game. Tell me game by game who you have, because this is... I don't like jumping around. I want to go game by game. It's much, much easier. Just keeps everything intact. So if you have anything, do let me know, but I'm not going to, like, jump around. Just tell me if you have anything for the Heat Hornets game. Bam and Wiggins. Nothing. Unfortunate. Just get everything. Come on. Come on. Okay. Khalil Ware averages 21 rebound chances over 10 games without Wiggins and Rozier. Oh my god, wait, Khalil Ware without Bam? His line is going to be crazy. $17 rebounds. Now, really hard team to get rebounds against, though. Ooh. He's 1 of 6, and he actually was getting good minutes. So he had 4 rebounds last game. Look at his chances, 15. I bet Diabite had a billion. 14. He could be a really good look for rebounds. Jaime without Bam. Surprised there's nothing without Wiggins and Bam. It's unfortunate. See, like, Ware's rebound chances look good. Pele Larson. Khalil Ware also has a huge minute increase, too. Davion Mitchell. Jaime Jaquez is all green. Norman Powell. Is he still starting? Yeah, 31 minutes. He's probably going to have to get good minutes here. His points look insane. Has a rough matchup, though, defensively. Norman Powell seems iffy. Why? Without Bam, he's 7 of 8. 8 of his last 10. Tyler Hero wasn't playing in those games, though. Is Tyler Hero's his minutes back to normal? Yeah, 31. So he's starting again. Only dropped 10 points. Ugh. 10 points, shot 4 of 14. Khalil Ware at a double-double. I think this one's rough because... Let me look here. No. I think Diabite could definitely get a ton of rebounds. -5, so it's supposed to be a decently close game at least. 3 of 7, jeez. Should get good minutes. What's up, AG? Appreciate that, brother. Best part of the day. Glad I can be the best part of the day for you, bro. Trying to think here. Do we like Diabite or Khalil Ware more? Let's see what Propfinder says. See, I don't like him at all, but also Bam's out. Without Bam, what about like his first quarter? Let's see, 5 of 8. Only had 1 though, head to head. Played how many minutes? 7.2 minutes. Did hit his first quarter points. That seems like a good bet. -115 for his first quarter points. Davion Mitchell, Miller rebounds. Davion Mitchell, let's take a peek. But the thing is, I want to look for rebounds without Bam. Like, I feel like that's the biggest discrepancy. I know that's why we have the injury splits cheat sheet, but man, I don't know if I want to take Ware. It's just weird. Because he averages like 19 rebounds. He's never hit head to head though. That's what makes it rough. But he's also never had 19 chances head to head. 88% on the season when he gets 19 chances on this 11.5 line. Has got a double-double in like all of these games as long as he hit his points. Double-double -130 on Underdog. Could be a really good bet, actually. But again, that one time without Bam, he only had 6 on 17 chances. Jaime Hawkes had 8, though. I think I do like Ware for at least a double-double. Diabetes a tough matchup. I agree, but like without Bam, he's 5 of 8, man. And he averages like his minimum. I guess his minimum you'd leave him at like 17. If he gets 17 rebound chances, how many shots was he getting here? 13. Get some weird chances. Let's see with starters. No data without Hero. Does make it a little concerning. I don't know. I don't know, man. Okay, let's look at Jaime. Let's look at Jaime without Bam. A lot of you guys are on him. Jaime looks good as well. See, now I know who's stealing all the rebounds. Dude had 13 in this game. Ware had 20, though. So it's like, bruh. Another hard matchup. Has hit, though. See, he had 13 chances. 13 chances. Got 8 of them. Almost dropped a trip dub. Davion Mitchell might get first basket without Bam. We'll see, man. Jaime Hawkes RA could be a play. His rebound chances... Or wait, hold on. Without Bam. 13.8. Yeah, I mean, 13.8 out of 10. Let's just take 1 down. So we'll say 12 and 9. Let's just see what he gets. I mean, that's ridiculous. His RA should be free. He's doubled it like every time. And 50% on a double-double at plus 720. Should have had one there. Was 1 assist shy, 2 rebounds shy of a triple-double. I think that's also worth a sprinkle, man. Because he can also hit on his assists. I think that's a good look. Only had 1 rebound here. Yikes. Against the Knicks, though. Let's see if we can get him on a similar pace. It doesn't look great on a similar pace, though. But again, not all of that's without Bam. Bam being in is huge. If he's out, does seem better than not. What about on a similar defensive rating? Also looks good there. And had a double-double here. It's crazy work. Almost had one here. Jaime should get 31 minutes, 13 chances, 10 potential assists. 31, 10, 13. 8 of 8 on his rebounds, 75% on his assists. Only missed in those 2 games, but would cover for his rebounds. Yeah, I do like his RA. Do like his RA. He also hit Haddad. He had 17. Is this with or without Bam? This was without Bam. So that's what we expect. I like RA. It's the best odds you can get that at. FanDuel minus 115. Looks like I can get it at Caesars. Hawkes, let's see. RA minus 121. I always bet to win 1 unit. So I will do that. Okay. Yeah, I think it could be a little rough with Diabite in. But But let's look at him without the, starting center on the other team, see if we like his stats too. See, he did play without Bam, only had 11, so actually lost this game. Didn't start though. 11 in 21 minutes is actually crazy work. Had a double-double in 21 minutes. He is plus 230 to get a double-double. Had one last time, which is interesting. With his starters, yeah, doesn't seem to get the points on a consistent basis. Yeah, not getting the shots, so don't want to take that. Miller and Con boards. Miller's 6 of 9 on his boards with a similar pace. It's always good. Also, this game is such a similar pace, or like such a high-paced game. He should pick up some of the Hornets' slack there. Should be like a 103 average per 100 possessions, which is always good to see. He is getting a lot of rebounds recently, so you know where some of those are coming from as well. Said Khan as well. Khan on a similar pace, 7 of 13. So I like Miller more, but I'm not going to blame you for taking Khan. 52 minutes behind. Yeah, John, make sure you click live so you're watching live. We did not look at Nasrid yet. Did not check Lou Dort either. But we'll get there. We're on the first game, bro. Like we've been popping around all over the place. Brunson was hurt, so we were kind of looking at a lot of stats for that game. We do like Hart a lot for his assists, rebounds, as well as his triple-double, double-double. Let's just put Jaime back here. Just like all the games in the same order, so when I show you guys, you can just look kind of like that. Let me add the prop. Sorry, I don't know why I haven't done that yet. Props, we got Towns over 23.5 points. Hart over 6.5 assists. And 7.5 rebounds. And dub and trip dub. Obviously sprinkle on those, but I mean, he was like almost 80, or not 80%, but like 70% on a triple double with the filters we had on. Hawkeyes over 9.5 RA, and that's where we're at. Okay, sorry, props are updated. Try now level. PJ did come through yesterday. I wanted the double-double. He had 7, like, just a few minutes into the third quarter. Glad he came through for us, but, man, that plus 425 double-double would have been nice. Didn't get very many minutes in the fourth. How does Jaime PRA look? I like his RA. Not sure on his PRA, actually. Bam is out. See ya, Bam. Just a 3-point increase. Usage is actually pretty steady. Norman Powell has the highest usage with Bam out. Usage doesn't really seem to change too much. Yeah, I mean, I think his PRA is good. I like his RA probably more. Does average like 14 shots. Let's see, 14, 10. We'll just say 14, 9, 12. So 14, 9, 12. Yeah, he's 8 of 8 on his rebounds, 6 of 8 on his points, 80% on his assists. So he's 100% on his PRA, 100% on his PR, and 100% on his RA. So, I mean, Has an average of 37 on a 24.5 line. Had 58 here against the Wizards. That's a pretty big outlier, of course. Was also last season, so take that with a grain of salt. But this season averages 35 PRA with these filters, 28 PR, and 14 RA. So I guess the best... I think the best is RA, actually. Yeah, because points sometimes miss... assists do, but barely. Points also barely. It really doesn't matter, bro. I think with Bam out, like, it really doesn't matter. And not to mention he's getting 32 minutes on the 14, 9, 12. 31 minutes, 14, 9, 12. Literally doesn't matter, bro. I actually probably would lean RA. There is no data with Tyler Hero. With Tyler Hero in and Bam out. So that could definitely play a factor. But, again, that's what he should get. So, gotta trust the data, man. Assists look good. Especially with Tyler Hero, I would assume. See if we can get with starters, just Hero. I don't think it'll show anything with Bam out, unfortunately. Yeah. Unfortunately, nothing. But see, when he had those 32 minutes, he went over on his assists. I think it's worth a shot for sure. I think his RA is just the best. B money. Okay. Detroit, we don't want to bet on this game. If this game is close at halftime, maybe you take a live bet on Duran rebounds or Duran PR because Isaiah Stewart's out. But at that point, he probably, his line's probably up if this is a close game. And you don't want to bet on this to be a close game because they're favored by 20. So, OKC Magic, don't really know on that one either. Pacers Knicks, we already have the Brunson. Everyone is still questionable for the Pacers. So you probably don't want to bet on that either. Cavs Bucks could be interesting. I guess Giannis is questionable. Jared Allen, Tyrese Proctor both out. Rebound chances for Mobley go up. Usage for Mobley goes up. Points for Mobley go up. Mobley. Blocks up as well. Averages 2.4. What's his line? 1.5. Plus 110. Interesting. 10 of 17 for a plus 110 line. Seems more likely than not, but does have a hard matchup. Let's keep Allen out and Proctor. Let's look on a similar defensive rating for his points. 22 and 13. About similar pace instead. Rebounds, 21 chances there. Without Jared Allen, he averages 17.5 chances. So if we give him 16 or 15 chances, he's 75% on his rebounds. 0 of 3 head-to-head, though. You see that? 0 of 6 head-to-head. He's never hit his rebound line. That's concerning. Also never played without Jared Allen, so should see an increase. Interesting, though, that he's never hit. Giannis seems to own him on the glass, which Giannis tends to own the Cavs. Only at 13 minutes here. Not sure if Giannis is fully healthy yet. Also, he was questionable, so probably don't want to bet on him because of that. Let me... Getting pinged in Discord, sorry. Took under 18.5 for Mobley. Yeah. Even though Jared Allen's out, you mean his points 18.5? It does have a really hard matchup, though. Just on Giannis, obviously, or Miles Turner, whoever's going to be on him. Also played 36 minutes 2 days ago. Let's see, with 2 days of rest without Allen. He has 6 of 8 on his points, so his points actually do look good. His PRA looks good, to be honest. 100% on his PRA. 2 days of rest without Jared on. Is Giannis out? Not yet. Questionable with an ankle. Ryan Rollins questionable with an illness. Miles Turner questionable with a calf. Very interesting. Spot up, his top 2 shots, spot up and pick and roll man, are pretty low grade on the defensive scale. Interesting that his PRA is over every single game. What does he average without Jared Allen? Averages 19, 9, and 3. So 19 plus 12 is what, 32? And 37 is his average, so he's already over there. 10, so he shoots 13 times. We'll give him 16 chances and like 5 potential assists. I say only 13? Is that right? It's also filtered in the starters. So with starters, 10 of 19. So yeah, 13 as a minimum. And then what were his chances at a minimum here? 17. Should be a little lower than that though. We'll say like 16 and then like 3. Yeah. 13, 15, 3. And let's just see what he gets on that. 95% on his PRA with bare minimums. You won't have to like that. Head to head, he's 1 of 6. Giannis did play in this game. Jared Allen also played in this game. Hasn't played in a game without Jared Allen. Jared Allen had 11 boards, so it's not like he won't get more rebounds. He's also playing center, which would help. Three of 9 on that. Oops, we want his PRA. Actually, probably do want just his PR. What does Propfinder say? Let's see. Like, just the increase without Allen makes me want to just take Mobley. Propfinder does have it rated lower. Don't like the matchup. I don't love the head-to-head either. I'll probably just fade it. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes over, but it might be too close for comfort, is what I'm thinking. Let's see if there's anything for the Suns. You guys have anything from this game? Suns, Timberwolves? Let me know. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Also, let me update these props. We need... No, we have everything. We're good. We are good. Okay, Jalen Green, his usage is crazy. Him and Devin Booker are just ridiculous. 21 and 24 shots. Jeez. Both their shots go up ridiculous. Wow. This is actually insane. Ryan Fleming? Rasheer Fleming. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Getting good minutes recently, though. Yeah, Jalen Green over on points. I mean, I could see the method, of course. Dropped 24 and 36. How did Booker do? Iguodala missed. Ron O'Neal missed. Jalen Green. D-Book dropped 43 and 30. This is a lower paced game, 222. You'll see 14, 25th. Yeah, that's not something you want to see. Both very, very slow paced teams. Colin Gillespie over on his rebounds. Are these similar paces? No, that's rough. That could be scary. Could be scary, boys. Do days of rest matter when filtering? Yes, 100%. 100%. Matters for minutes, which matters for it could be a lot of things, mainly minutes. Let's just filter like one at a time here because there's not too much data without all of these guys. So there's only 2 games. So let's just filter by just without Mark Williams and see who gets increase. Jalen Green seems to get a crazy increase without Mark Williams. He's attempting 20 shots a night. Oops. 20. 5 of 8. Shot 6 of 26. Had the game winner in this game. I remember watching that. 5 of 20 against the Bulls. 8 of 20. Seems to get some good assists. Maybe a PA. He's hit both games against... I don't know, what's on the Rockets. Jeez. That's why I never look at head-to-head stats. PA? Could be good. Shot chart, 38% pick and roll. He just plays well against him, man. He really does. Highsmith, questionable. We actually would rather have him play, it seems. Double-double looks. I mean, probably just going to be Rudy. Nothing on Jalen Green, obviously, for double-doubles. 7 rebound chances. Shoots 9 threes. Yeah, like, he literally shoots, like, 20 shots and 9 of them are threes. Potential assists go down, which is good. Means he's shooting more. So let's just say he gets 6. Let's say he gets 6 rebound chances, 20 shots, and like 8 of them are from 3. I think everything else is probably good. So with that, he's 4 of 6. It's better than nothing. But then what if you take like Dylan Brooks out? He's 4 of 5. You take Mark Williams out, 2 of 3. Just shot terrible this game. 5 of 20. Like, just can't do that, buddy. I think his points are probably just the play, 23.5. PA seems good. 34% of his shots come from pick and roll. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I saw that for sure, too. Deep book as well. Could be a play. Both of their assist chances go down, which is interesting. So he gets like, let's just say he gets 8 chances. I mean, basically just his average. Actually, we'll go down. We'll say 7. And then 13, 7. So like 20. We'll say like 18 shots and like 6 threes at a minimum, like a bare minimum. 6 threes. And then what I say his rebound chances were like, yeah, like 7. So he's 50% on that. He does seem to hit his assists, which is interesting. Line only 4.5. 28 potentials in the first game against Utah. 44 minutes. Holy. Let's see if we can get a similar defensive rating here. Didn't hit there. Man, D-Book double-double could be crazy. Someone said double-double looks. Maybe. He's not even getting the potentials on average, though, but I think it is interesting that some of these he had. Like, he had 4 games where he should have. Maybe even 5 or 6 if you count these. But out of 20, I don't know. Definitely EV, but probably not something you want to bet. Anybody taking Mobley points? Thought you were on his under. Jeez, everyone's overs here. This game's not going to be close, though. I probably wouldn't bet on it. Quentin Grimes also 0 of 3 head-to-head against the Nugs. Against the Nugs. Let's see. VJ 0 of 2. Edwards 2 of 2. Barlow 2 of 2. But were these games close? Like, yeah, against the Nets. They won that game. It's a joke. Absolute joke. These games are hard to bet on. I wouldn't bet on this game personally. One thing that tells you immediately, like, if you should or shouldn't bet overs or unders for a game, which I just know this because I've been doing this for so long. But if you look here, like, Denver's favored by 15. Is there a high over-under? Okay, there is a high over-under, so that's okay. Means a high pace. But if you filter by over and you look, there's, like, some green, not a ton. If you filter by under and look, more... Actually, there's less green. I guess the over-under plays into effect. I wasn't taking that into consideration. Usually, like, a spread of 15. Like, if we look at this game, I don't know if there's a high over-under. Decently high over-under. Where's an example? This one probably also... So, no, this game, see, like, over, there's nothing in the green that Propfinder recommends. Now, we have kind of an edge on this just because Jalen Brunson's out, but should be a lower-paced game. And then if you look at the under, I mean, look at this. It's ridiculous, right? So, just always something to remember, something you could do, something I still take advantage of, and clearly, it can definitely help out. Like here, I would think, you know, take unders rather than overs, but in this case, it actually seems overs are a pretty decent play. So just keep that in the back of your mind. It looks like Jokic actually looks like a decent play. If you take out Watson, add the starters, Jokic PR doesn't look bad. Assist actually looked the best. See, his line is 50 PRA, bro. Like, it's just annoying. We need a blowout. Like, if they win by 15, which is the spread, if they win by that... See, he's usually under his PRA. I think Cat definitely has a chance to win King of the Court. Jokic, it's just not worth it. Just not worth it. Like, if they win by this, by how much the books project them to, and with a... I guess the over-under is pretty high. But if they win by this much, look, he's 4 of 12 on his PR. It's just a trap a lot of people fall into. Assists still look good on that. So that's... I wouldn't be surprised at all if he goes over his assists. Rebounds and points, though, could be a stretch. So just remember that when you're researching. Really, really matters. You guys are tossing around the word free like it's actually free. Be careful. Careful now, boys. Don't get cocky now. Without Devin Vassell, who's going to step up? Not Carter Bryant, right? Yeah, no cap. I hear that, but at the same time, like, if they're up by so much, Jokic just won't play in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? Like, I think he'll get a lot of rebounds in 3 quarters, but I don't know. That's another thing. Like, if you go to research, you could look Jokic rebounds. See, he's also projected to go under. Or not under, but 65% hit rate. You could look at his first quarter rebounds. So his line is 4.5 first quarter rebounds. Doesn't have any odds on the other quarters, obviously, but something to note there for sure is that you could just filter by this. You can also filter like when they win. So when they win without Peyton Watson, he's 6 of 9 in the first quarter, getting good rebounds. 4 of his last 5. Also, another thing about Jokic is he usually gets 12 minutes in the first quarter. Here he didn't, not sure why. Had really good minutes the rest of the game, got a triple-double and everything like that, but Should get 12 minutes in the first quarter. I don't know if I'd take Jokic for under. Maybe PR. I do like his assist, as those still looked good um, with the winning matchup and with that point differential. But yeah, his over, like King of the Court. I think some other guys could win King of the Court. I think Cap's probably the best option. At the end of the stream, we'll go over, not the end, but once we're done with all the games, just going, what we like doing through the injury splits. We'll go over the PRA as well, and then formulate something with that too. So we'll get there. There's only one more game to go through. Now, Peyton Watson being out, we could look, but there's so many games where he's been out, it's not going to make too much of a difference. You could see, I mean, he averages maybe a half more of a shot. Braun does, so not something I really want to look at. Also, they're projected to absolutely curb stomp the Sixers, so Justin Edwards points. I do like him. I picked him up in fantasy, I think. I don't know if that means I'd take him. Maybe he's getting good minutes not only because of the inactives, but because he's more of a blowout player. So maybe they'll just keep letting him play and just let him develop in a in a real game situation. I don't know how long he's. Yeah, I guess he's played a while, so probably not that. But points do look good. His frequency though on spot up, Denver has a good rank on that. His other two shots seem better, but maybe just because of that, I'd probably fade. 9 of 13, 9 of 14. Wait, could also filter. So he should get 25 minutes at least. Averages 27 without all of them, but had a minimum of 25. We'll give him like 23 or something. 23. And then, so yeah, 4 of his last 5 on that. Had 13 shots in the games without, everyone out. Averages 9 twos, 4 threes. So we'll give him like, 11 shots. So he looks good there. 14 of his last 15, actually. 23 minutes when he gets 11 shots. But you can see his average minutes, 33. This season he's averaging lower than that. Is still hitting, though. 5 of 11. Not hitting his assists. Close, but not hitting. Let's see if we can get him 9 shots on a similar defense. Let's see if we can get that. Similar defensive rating. See, he didn't hit there. Barely hit there. I don't know. This is probably what I expect. Like a 4 of 9. See, 4 of 7 from 3, though. Like, he only hit on 3s. Could have had 15 points here. Plus 226 to get 15. I just don't think it's worth risking blowout potential when there's this many games, Speaking of blowout potential, this game is stupid absurd. Stupid absurd. I wouldn't even bet on this game, personally. Everything's green. When everything's green on all of these players, you just don't really know what to expect because all of these guys are out. Sure, you can filter by the top here, but look, like he's getting 2 more shots, he's getting 2 more shots, he's getting 2.7. Like they're all gonna get more shots because everyone is out. You know what I mean? So it's hard to look at from that sense. Like if you filter here, it's probably gonna look good or decent at least. But the books know. I mean, these guys have been out for a while. Also, Spurs are heavy favorites, so I would probably just fade this. Nuggets for the win, probably. Nick rebounds. I don't know about that. I wouldn't say they've been a wagon. Getting only 5 chances in his past 2 games. He had 35 minutes against the Clippers, only got 5 chances. I don't know, man. It's a little rough. 9 in a row. Oh, they bumped it. It was 3.5. Even that, though, you know me, I like the potentials to be like half, and 4 is not half of 5. I'd want him to be getting at least 8 potentials. I mean, he was here. Don't get me wrong. Probably just because Russ was getting 1 billion rebounds and getting the triple doubles and whatnot. So look at their bench. Like, they literally don't have anyone to play. Okay, let's look at some PRA for King of the Court. I think Cat is going to be my pick. But let's see if we like anything else. By prop. Jokic, SGA, Giannis, Cade. Cat is, like, up there. He's going to have to get, like, 15 rebounds probably to hit. But again, those points. Like, if he gets, like, those 40 points, which he could get without Brunson. Where can you see the split before you bet it? Like, the split of who's projected? How do I do this? You've been logged out. Why am I logged out? Yeah, can you see the split of King of the Court? But no, probably not before you bet it, right? Can't see until, okay. So you can't see until the games start, gotcha. Okay, what just happened? I just accidentally bet it. Hold on, cash out, confirm. How do you enable it? For, like, why are the promos so weird? Like, it says bet now, and I click it, and then it just brings me, like, to the normal bet screen. Like, no, I want to bet it. Like, I want to use the promo, man. And also, if Mitchell Robinson's out, bro, this is going to be nasty. Like, he dropped 39 there. 39 PRA. 5 of his last 7. Had 56 here. He had 11 assists. Oh, my God. I guess he could be a passer. 2.5. Dude had 11 for no reason. Let's just give him his average without Brunson. So let's say he gets the 19 shots and 22 rebound chances. 19 and 22. Let's just see what happens. See, he's got 50 in 3 of them. You know what I mean? I just use the token on the bet. Bro, am I blind? Oh, yeah, I'm completely blind. Cool. King of the Court qualifying bet. Okay, I'm betting Cat 50 plus PRA on this bet for $5. $5 to 31. I think that's a decent value there. Okay, I have a 60% boost on Underdog. I'm going to do Jokic for 4 first quarter rebounds. And then Hart for his RA. Let's see, does this... Yeah, so I can just do that for that boost. Make sure we like this. Obviously we do, but I don't like him at 15. Yeah. 15 and 13. 90% on his RA line for this year. It's ridiculous. Okay, so I put on a 60% boost, I did Jokic and Hart. Jokic 3.5 first quarter rebounds, Hart for his RA. And then I'm gonna do. Man, I'm really high on Hart today. Let's see. Moneyline them all. 50 pays 50, bro. Cavs, Thunder, Knicks, Spurs, Pistons, Nuggets. Bro, something's gonna go wrong with that. That's a crazy bet, bro. Wizards gonna sell your bag. No, I'm kidding. Low-key, Bucks selling your bag. Bucks selling your bag. That's my philosophy. Check Harden threes. Nah, bro. Bro, if I had to guess, bro, you're betting a 6 leg for a double up. I mean, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Come on now. You know that's not a good idea. I know you know that. I know it's tempting, but you gotta know that's not a good idea. Harden threes look good. Minus 120 though. I need a third for my underdog. I'm still gonna do that 3-leg AG. If you need a third, do you could do like Hart for 6 of each. That's what you could do. That's actually what I might do. I have so much money riding on that though. Like you could, if you go to Hart, you could do, instead of his RA, do like 5.5 rebounds and 4.5 assists with the Jokic bet, and then you could run that for your 3-leg. That's what I would do. I think that's a good counter. Sar Thompson assists. I would, again, lead off of this game, but we'll look for you. And again, the reason I'm leaning off, see, you can see 44% Propfinder rating because the spread is 20. So if they win, let's just call it by 13, he's 6 of 15 on his assists. I'm just saying. Without Stewart, it looks good, but they should win by conceivably more than that, and there's no date on that. I mean, there's one from last year, but I would not bet that. Also, I think one from last year, but he wasn't in the starting rotation. Bro, Rob, don't spam my chat, bro. I see every single comment. I see every single comment. You don't have to spam chat. Like, some people, like, ping it. Like, bro, I see your chat regardless. If I don't respond, I just, like, don't respond because I'm doing something else. But I see all your chats. Yeah, AG, did that work for you? I'm trying to think. Maybe like a volume trend. I don't know though. Will Riley. Not betting on like any of these games. This is a bad player prop day. Other than the injury with Brunson, it's like not a great player prop day. If Pacers keep this game close, Cat has a real chance. If 76ers keep that close though, Jokic is getting it. But then again, there's no reason because the bonus bet would be like, I don't know, $100. What would the bonus bet even be if Jokic got it? Because everyone's gonna bet him, right? Could just look at unders, maybe. Maybe there's some unders. Unders. Highest under is Jarris Walker. SGA under 1.5 first quarter rebounds. Interesting. about on a similar pace. 5 and 9. 3 5. Yeah, I'm not betting on that. Heat down Bam, yeah. Yeah, Bam's out, bro. Checking the injuries. Just DeJounte Murray being questionable for tomorrow, but obviously that doesn't really matter. Don't see anything else on the injury front. But yeah, Bam is out. Kaysen Wallace. Offers over or under? I assume over. Under 3 of 3 head to head. Thing with Kaysen Wallace is, remember, like, he looked good before SGA got back, but look, one of his last 5, still getting good minutes, just not shooting a lot because he doesn't have to. 14 of 24, but then you put in the starters, it probably looks, I guess it looks good. 25 minutes. 10, 9, 7. See, he only had 4 shots here, had 6 rebounds and 7 assists. That was a carry. I guess it's not awful. It's not terrible. I'm honestly probably just going to fade this 50% boost. I thought I was going to use it, but I don't like too many other props. Maybe I'll bet on Braden Smith for the Boilermakers. My goat, Braden Smith. Moneyline double up. Can I bet money lines on this, bro? Maybe I do. If I need 3 picks, can I just put, like, the Pistons on this? Like, surely they don't sell, right? Surely. I mean, they let you bet on that, right? Let's see, NBA. Unless I can't do money lines. I thought I could. Yeah, I don't think I can do money lines. No, I would. I mean, the Pistons, bro, if the Pistons lose, like, they're actually a joke of a franchise. Like, I would just put their money line, but I don't even see that, though. Like, I don't even see that on there. Like, what's a close game? Like, Wolves. Like, if I type Suns, do they have money lines for that? No. I just don't think I could do money lines on Underdog for this boost. Guys, give me your favorite bets. Favorite bet of the day. I'm going to research it and then see if I like it enough to put it on my boost. Because I like the props we have, but I've already bet them everywhere. So I don't want to, like, double up on anything, you know? Actually, did I put Towns in yet for this? We'll see. I don't know if I put Towns in for his points. Heart Trip dub. Should be simple, boys. Chet 8 boards. No first basket bets. Bro. What are you talking about, man? Jamal Murray. Okay, let's look at Westbrook. All right, this guy had some good reasoning. I just don't know if he gets the minutes, you know? That's the only concern. Like, on this game, he might only play, you know, recently, sure, it's looked good. Head-to-head also looks good, except the most recent game against the Spurs. Without all of these guys out, though, did you just filter out, like, by guards? Even, like, Sabonis. Who else? Monk questionable. I wouldn't say his minutes are secure, though. See this? Like, that's concerning. Over 8.5 assists? His line's 6, bro. I'm already on Jaime. I'm saying, like, your favorite prop that I don't already have, because I don't want to double up on anything. Another, like, piece of advice: try not to double up on bets if you can. If you really like something, maybe double up on it once, but I would avoid doing that at all costs, to be honest. Kobe White, 12.5 points. 75% hit rate facing teams top half in pace and top half in ISO. The Hornets, who are they playing again? Heat? Could be decent. Remember, though, make sure you're filtering him by current team. So, see, current team, he's just not going to get minutes, either. Last time he played was 3 days ago. Is that their last game? It was. He got 26 minutes, so that's good. With starters. So, all of these were with starters. Good. Josh Green also got some minutes in all of these games. Who else do we want? Trey Mann. I just don't know if he gets minutes, you know? Bam out, yeah. We know. Doubtful means out, boys. Like, doubtful, you can literally look at it and just know that it's out. Whoa, this guy made 7,500 yesterday? Holy crap. You guys see this parlay on Discord? Look at this. Coop over 4.5 assists. Darius Garland 20+ points. Just in the Discord, boys. That's crazy. Congrats to you. Congrats to you, brother. Hope he gets minutes. Yeah, I don't want to bet on him hoping he gets minutes. That's never like a favorite parlay piece of mine, is hoping that a guy gets minutes when there's so many other things we can bet on, you know. We filter without Andrew Wiggins, see 9 of 10. That looks good for Davion Mitchell. When's he gonna get back to passing, bro? Used to be like the GOAT passer. So he just hasn't been passing recently. Let's go back to that game, see if there's anything other than Jaime. Plus money, Jet Howard points. Dude, who is Jet Howard? Isn't he on the Magic? Jet Howard points. 5 of his last 5. I guess, bro. Getting like 2 threes. Plus 126. I don't love the chances. See, 2 of 3. Like, if he misses one of those threes, you're cooked. This game, he shot 5 of 8. He should get 18 minutes and, like, I don't know, two threes. Like, 2 threes, at least 5 shots. 75% on that. Rebounds look decent. Not awful for plus money, not awful. I did Cat for King of the Court, Krill. I bet him for 50 PRA. And then did King of the Court, obviously, on that as well. Don't think OKC is going to blow out the Magic. Well, I just don't want to go against what the book says, man. Obviously, that's a bet, but like using what the book gives is such a valuable tool. So that's just why we go based off of it. All right, I want to go off the Heat. See what we can get here. Bam, Wiggins. I wish there was stuff with Bam and Wiggins. Wiggins. See, where like should get a crazy increase. Pele Larson even. Because I think both of those guys are the top 2 without, yeah. Jaime without Bam. Without Bam, Norman Powell's still that 7 of 8 mark. Hello, where? Points look good. Pele Larson points look good. Khalil Ware has a really bad matchup, though. You can see everything immediately changes to red, and you can see why. It's a really hard matchup. Pele Larson also doesn't have a great matchup. Norman Powell, a little better. Tyler Hero doesn't have any stats without Bam. What about rebounds? Or wait, what about Davion Mitchell? Or is that who we're just, yeah, he's just who we're just looking at. Shot 0 of 6 against the Pacers, 0 points. Dropped an absolute donut. Dropped an absolute donut. Yeah, Josh Hart. We're already on Josh Hart, SYF. Yeah, Cat regular PRA line still counts. I'm just betting, since it's still only $5, I'm just betting the plus money. Also, if he wins King of the Court, then, or if he has a chance to win, then that bet will hit as well. So I think it just, logically speaking, makes sense. Wow, so all these guys are going to start. Interesting. They don't really have much of a bench. Ekachonas. Pele Larson looks good with that. 9 of 13, 5 of 7. Went over on his PRA. Should be a close game. Was a small forward. Pele PR looks like a good move as well. No wear props. Yeah, Bam just technically got officially ruled out. I wouldn't bet on wear though. Or unless you're just saying no wear props as in like I'm not betting on him, but yeah, his stats don't, like, although he gets a good increase, he's a really hard matchup. Like without Bam, you can see he gets way more minutes and more chances. So like if you filter his minutes and then give him those, he should get 19 chances. I go under, so like say he gets like 18 chances. He looks good here, but in the one game without Bam, he only got 17 chances and he only had 6 rebounds against Diabite before. So I would just be careful on that. No one had over 10. Jaime had 8 and 9, and we're betting on Jaime for his RA, so I still like that bet. See, Norman Powell looks good until you filter in all the starters with Tyler Hero. Doesn't look great. I would not bet where king of the court. Yeah, Jet Howard, we already looked at. You like him for 11? His line's 6.5. I don't know if I like him for 11.5. Unless you're saying PRA. No, 9.5. Yeah, I don't know about that. He's on Philly. Howard? Is that the Justin guy? What was his name? Justin something. Justin Edwards? No, you're not talking about him. Howard. Not seeing a Howard. DK has plus 1780 for any player. I mean, I like Cat to get close to that. I like as a long shot, plus 1780 for anyone to do it. If it would be anyone in that game, it would be Cat. I don't see anyone else in that game getting close to 40. Not even sniffing 40, bro. Ain't no way. Yeah, like... Can bet on Shamit. Shamit! Man, might have to take Davion Mitchell. Six of 8, 9 of 10 without those guys. Averages 10 points. Like 7 shots. Like if he gets 7 shots, surely he gets 7 points, right? Or 8 points. 88%. Might just have to bet that. Six points. Okay, I put that in. This is a stupid bet because I'm not using Propfinder, but I'm betting Davion Mitchell for 6 points, which I did use Propfinder for. Him to get 6 points, minus 241, 94% on the year. Fletcher Lawyer on Purdue, 1.5 threes. Braden Smith, 7+ assists. So that's a stupid bet because I'm going off of my knowledge and not Propfinder. But yeah, so I'm using that for the 50% boost, which actually I need to cancel because I didn't put the 50% boost on because I'm a dummy. So let me make sure that's on and redo this. And 1 second. I also need to make sure my first baskets are in order. I think they should be, but just want to make sure. I had, okay, so King of the Court Cat 50 plus PRA bet. Okay, so I did that. Hart triple-double, did that. Duran, Wemby, Merrill. I need to do the 3-leg. I don't think I did all of them. I'll probably do a round robin of those as well. Need to make sure we have all of these. So I did Hart, 6 rebounds, 6 assists on a parlay, 4 units to win about 3.5. And then Hart 8 and 8, 1 unit to win about 3. Jokic and Murray, yes, I know it's stupid, first scorers for both of them. Duran and Merrill. Duran for a 2, Merrill for a 3. $5 on that parlay for exact scoring. Duran, half a unit. to be the first point scorer in the game. Cade also half a unit to be the first point scorer. Merrill, first 3-point field goal scorer in the game, 1 unit. Merrill, first scorer type 3. 3 balls, so half a unit on that as well. And then that's everything I have. So let me do Wemby for team. Let's get Wemby. Hold on, we need to look up Spurs. Let me just go to that game. If you guys have anything else, let me know, because I'll probably end stream once I get these in and out on Discord. Okay, first point scorer, Wemby. I'll probably put a unit on that. Hopefully he just makes the shot tonight. That would be nice. To win the tip, what is Wemby? Spurs are minus 450. Why is that even a line? Like, why is that a line, man? Yeah, I'm gonna bet a parlay on the Pistons, Spurs, and Cavs to win the opening tip. Can't actually bet on the Pistons one. That tells you something. Yeah, I think those odds are just insane. Minus 169 for Spurs and Cavs. I mean, I don't really see how either of them lose the tip. Might be a to win 2 units play. Got a great prop for you, bro, since you're here feeding the people. Check out Musa under points. Thank me later. Interesting. Musa under points. Does look good, 8.5. I did see this line earlier. One thing that's a little concerning is Bam is not playing. So does he just bully Khalil Ware? Maybe. He's 0 of 5 in his last 5, though. Similar defensive rating, 2 of 7. So, yeah, I mean, that looks good from that point of view. Wasn't getting good minutes here, though. So you have to keep that. You have to remember that. 3 of 6, 1 of 4, 3 of 8, 1 of 3, 2 of 7. So shooting really bad recently. Could definitely play into effect. What is FB play his first basket? Nas Reed under? Are we just as a D1 hater on Nas Reed now? That was crazy that he didn't hit that. It was absurd. See, his line's 22.5 now. I guess Ant out. Yeah, without Ant, he actually goes over. That's probably a good bet. We actually need to look without Ant, who looks good. Injury splits. It's good comms, bro. Yeah, look, everyone's everything goes up. Usage, Julius Randle has the biggest usage increase. When did Ant get hurt in this game? Because he went on to drop 32? Or no, Ant, I guess he played, right? Yeah, he played. I'm not sleeping on Ware. It's just Moose is such a good rebounder. I know Ware's a good player. It's just, I don't know. I mean, you get the stats. You know, the data doesn't lie. I'll just say that. Man, you can't bet on the first tip of this game. That sucks. What was Duran's odds where I got him earlier today? Plus 384. He is currently plus 384 as well, so that's fine. So I'm going to bet on the Spurs and the Cavs to win opening tip. Yo, what's up, OG? What book has win the tip, DK? You go to quick hits and it's all the way at the bottom. I mean, Wemby being minus 450 when he's at a 92% on the year is actually insane value. Like, you can bet that every day. I mean, and only lose 3 times. Like, if you bet that every game over the course of the entire season, you'll lose 3 times and you'll profit easy. Right? Like, you'll lose, if he's minus 450 every time, average odds are probably like minus 300 though. I mean, I don't know. Okay, let's look at points without Ant. Points first. We could also look at similar defensive rating on points. So yeah, Julius Randle dropped 39 on the Rockets' head. So that's crazy. Rudy Yogurt Gogurt gets some decent points without Ant. Julius Randle 70%. Jaden McDaniel 70%. Ayo, we need current team. Never played without Ant. So actually, Ayo could get some crazy. That's why a lot of you guys are on him. I forgot Ant was out. Just dropped 17. I mean, Ayo's a really good player. No data on it, though, so probably don't want to bet on it. A lot of these guys are just over without Ant. Nas Reed actually does look the best. I know we don't really like how he performed recently for us, but he does look the best. Maybe we match this with who looks the best on defensive matchup. Not really anyone. Get to see that here. Ranked 25, 27, 23. They just have a good defense. Except on Rudy. Rudy's points might be the best. Especially without Mark Williams. That could be interesting. Could be interesting. I owe 23.5 PRA. Or just 23. He's been on fire. We just don't have any data, man, with it. I don't know. Like, he should get, like, 30 minutes. Like, 28. Yeah, I mean, there's just no data with him without Ant. We don't know what the rotation's going to look like. That's the only thing I'd be worried about. But he is going to start. I would just be a little worried for that reason. Who gets assists without Ant? Dante, 8.8 without Ant. Dante assists do look good. Only needs 4.5. He averages 8.8 rebound chances and potential assists. If we give him 8 potential assists, what is he getting? 10 of 17. It's not great. A lot where he missed on 4. Bro, I really hope Mitchell Robinson's out. Jalen Brunson out. Santi to miss rest of the season. Yikes. You guys have any other boosts or anything anywhere that we could lock in on? King of the Court's locked. 30% profit boost on a 4-leg. Should we do that on on some crazy stupid parlay? SGA Taco. I usually don't use those because they're usually scams. But we could look. What's the taco, like his PRA or something? SGA double or Suns money line? Neither. Is that an option? I mean, his assist, actually, I guess he has recently got double-doubles. Dude's such a bum. Literally played when they were up like 30 so he can get this 20-point streak. Like, bum activities. Bum activities. 35 PRA. Like 35 or 34 and a half? 72% on that without these current inactive, or without the current inactives. 83% without the current starters. So, I mean, you just take that. We'll have a hard matchup. See, has he missed this head-to-head? He has missed it last time head-to-head. They always know, man. Shot 8 of 22. Like, what a bum. No different from what they did for Bam. True. But, I mean, well, I would say the difference between getting 83 and 20 points is actually drastically different, but I guess I somewhat see the point. Yeah, SGA Taco, you probably do just have to take. Let me see this reward on 4-leg. %30 boost on a 4-leg. Wow, they don't even have odds for Josh Hart double-double. Wait, what? No way. They don't have any odds for Knicks players. Interesting. Could mean that what's-his-face got ruled out. Mitchell Robinson, is he out? Oh, Mitchell Robinson's going to play. Oh, no. Jose Alvarado will start? Oh, nah. Bro, what? Why is Jose Alvarado starting? Yeah, there's no odds for him yet. Everything's down. That's crazy that Alvarado's going to start. Wild work. Literally 0.5 hook last matchup, yeah. Hey, they know, man. I'm telling you, they know. It's actually nasty work. What was the line I was literally just looking at that I was probably gonna take? I know the SGA one. There was one before. Oh, yeah. Dante for boards or assists or something. We do have to look. We need something without Ant. We need something without Ant, man. Bro. I'm just live here, Chris. Just on YouTube. Only here. Gee, Randall just has an increase in so many points. Dante averages so many shots, too. So many threes. Julius Randle, 18 shot attempts. Should get 18. Let's see if he gets 17, what happens. Or just like without Ant. What shot attempts look like. Minimum like 15. Should get at least 15, bro. Not without Io. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like we don't know how Io is gonna perform in this. Makes it really tough. Makes it really tough, man. These games were also all before Io. I don't know. This could be a live bet situation, but I don't know if I want to bet on it particularly. Nice, Z. Okay, let's see if we like anyone else for some first baskets. Oh, does it say loading first basket data? That was cool. Your daily drop. 20% profit boost on any bet today. I'm gonna bet on Cat for his points. On DK. I don't think I've done that bet yet, so I need to put that one in. Minus 105 for 23. Like that. Oh, what are the minimum odds or something? What are the minimum odds on this? Minimum total odds of plus 300. It's not worth for a 20% bet or for a 20% boost. Yeah, exactly. It's just not worth it. Who do we have for Cavs? Did I have anything? I mean, I think, or yeah, Merrill. Merrill for a 3-ball. If it's not him, it'll be Mobley, though. But I really do like Merrill for a 3. I should have waited for that 20% boost, though. So you can get, like, a free... Not a free, but a... Yeah, free boost on a bonus bet. I wonder if I can cash out... Or on a first basket bet. I wonder if I can cash out Wemby. Nope. I would have just cashed him out and put it right back on. Wouldn't think much. I'm not thinking much about it. I'm just trying to figure out what boost I want to use with the Cat bet. Guess I can't really use a bet anywhere. I have a bonus bet that expires tomorrow. Okay, cat is placed. Everything else is in. Yeah, everything else is in. Need to make sure Hawkeyes. Actually, Jalen Green, I don't think I put in yet. But he looks good. Bro, Pickett, load. What are we doing? Pickett's selling my bag. Selling my bag. There we go. If you don't have Pickett, you need to get it, by the way. Not sponsored. I just really think it's a really good app to have. Keeps track of your bets. Really, really nice to have. Howard Highsmith, questionable. Don't want to look at that then. Look at these three. Because attempted, yeah, 21. 21 for Booker. How many was Green getting? Or no, 21 for Green, 24. Yeah, but if you give Green, what, 21 shots? He has a line for 19.5 field goals attempted. And I think he's going to get 21. Obviously, he's over in all 4 games with that. Okay, so I have Davion Mitchell points. Jaime Hawkins RA I did bet as a straight. Good. Cat, Hart, Trip Dub. Duran first basket, Cade first basket. I just did both of them. Duran and Merrill exact first basket. Yeah, all of that is in. Yep, we're good. Favorite first basket prop? Gotta be Duran, bro. Gotta be Duran. Might put that with my bonus bet, to be honest. I'll probably do that because it expires tomorrow, so I might as well use it before it expires, obviously. I'm not going to stream, so I'm not going to bet before it expires. First point scorer, yeah, I'm going to put my bonus bet on Duran. Oops, not that one. There we go. Bonus bet 25 for 100, just like plus 400 odds. How do you get access to the Discord? So go on that link and then look up on my channel. Just look for the Discord video. Just look up Propfinder. Like, I think if you just look up, let me see, make sure this works. I think you should just be able to look up Propfinder Discord and my video will pop up. It's completely free, so. And we post all our plays there. Yeah, if you look up Propfinder Discord, it'll be the first thing that comes up. It says Propfinder Tutorial, official Propfinder free Discord. So if you join that, I walk you through how to join the Discord. So yeah, please join. It's free, and there's a lot of people in there. Just make sure you watch that tutorial, especially if you don't know how Discord works. Make sure you watch that tutorial and follow those steps. Make sure you verify and everything like that, so you can see all the roles, set up the right chats you want, and everything like that. Okay, time for the 4-leg. Time for the 4-leg first basket parlay, boys. It's time. It's time. Gonna do Wendell Carter. Wendell Carter plus 730. When will they learn? This dude is an absolute cheat code. Give me Jalen Duran For the Pistons, give me Wemby. But before that, give me Sam Merrill. And then give me Wemby. Oops, there's no... There's nothing for the Cavs. I wonder if that changed. Some injuries happened. Giannis out. Kawhi questionable for Wednesday. Giannis being out is crazy. Wow. Giannis out. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson is in. Does that affect Cat rebound upside? Not really. So if you look at Cat, I mean, I'm sure it does a little bit. I'm not sure if there was much data without Brunson and with Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, so it does. But still, if he gets like 15 rebounds, he's got 39 and 40 points in both of those games. You could see... I guess you can't see without Mitchell Robinson, but without Jalen Brunson, he averages 21 rebound chances. So, I mean, that's crazy. Was he in this game? Or no, Mitchell Robinson wasn't in that game. So he should get like, he should still get like 21 rebound chances. So yeah, like 23, 20, 17, 21. So if he gets like just a good average, again, the Pacers give up a lot of rebounds. Now, with Zubac, they haven't been giving up that many, but I think it could definitely be a battle on the glass between Zubac and Cat tonight. Yeah, Giannis being out is definitely huge. They don't have the Sam Merrill one. When does that game start? I want to make sure I get these bets out for you guys. Yeah, that game... Yeah, games start at 6, so I need to make sure these are out. Wemby... Okay, I just need to wait for... Can someone let me know when those first baskets come out again? On DK, with the first point scores. Like, if you see it, just let me know. For Sam Merrill. I'm going to post these in the Discord for you. So let me do that. Points, yeah, points probably have more upside. I don't think with Mitchell Robinson, just with Brunson out. I don't think Mitchell Robinson changes anything but stealing some boards. Okay, posting in the Discord now. Oh, we need to run our streak on Underdog. Boys, our streaks have been terrible lately. I'm gonna keep it a buck. We need to cash a streak because this is getting embarrassing. I think we just put Hart on it, right? Like Hart RA, Hawkes RA. Is anyone opposed to that? Forgot to do the poll, but if anyone's opposed, let me know and we'll do a vote. I think Hart RA, Hawkes RA. We should check if Hart RA... I mean, I don't think it should impact too much. But if Mitchell Robinson impacts it at all... Yeah, so he's still 2 of 3. But way over on his assist. Should still be over on his RA. Missed by 1. That was against Miami. Missed by 1, man. What do you guys think? 22, 23, missed by 1, had 14 chances. Mitchell Robinson at 11. If he gets one more of those boards, that's a cash. That's a cash. Big man late. Rudy 23.5 PRA. Or 23 PRA. Zubac 19. Ware 23. De Silva 17. I'll take a look. Is there a way to see who takes the first 3-point shot? I don't think takes, but makes. Makes is there. But, like, if you're looking head-to-head and someone, like... Let's see. So, first game, you can see first game attempt, first team make, and 3. So, this was a 3. You can just tell because everything here is 1. You can also see Khan made a 3 first for his team. First 3, first point, first field goal. Didn't have the first attempt, but he still had the first bucket. Again, though, attempts is the only thing you need to go, or the only thing you can really go off of. So don't get, like, too caught up in that. Okay, I just put Hart and Hawkes in for the streak. Big man lay. Rudy, I actually did like Rudy. Cade rebounds. Cade rebounds. I would not... In this game, I wouldn't with this spread. Wait, let me put these props out. Hold on. I need to put these in Discord. If you're not in the Discord, simply free. You can join typing !Discord. And then if you get confused, I have a video on that as well. Appreciate you guys for sticking around, by the way. Like would help. If you like the stream, just send it out to more people. So if you wouldn't mind, I'd appreciate it. Been on stream for 3.5 hours. Bane, I'll get to those parlays in a second. Let me just post on Discord. Okay, all my plays are about to be posted in the Discord. I just need to take a picture of the streak. And we will be posting right now. Let me do this. Okay, all of that is now posted in the Discord. Wendell Carter against the Thunder. Yeah, I like that one, Sav. I have him. I'm waiting on Merrill to refresh. I'm going to do Wendell, Duran, Wemby, and Merrill. But yeah, that's what I have. I have a boost, so I'm going to put, like, you know, nothing on it. But I'll probably do that and then round robin it as well. Just waiting on Merrill lines to drop, and they're not dropping, unfortunately. They're scared. They're scared. Team 3-2-1 race. Cavs should win that, but I'd never bet on that line. What the heck? To win the tip, minus 330. The Cavs are... Yeah, that's still the same odds. What was that other team I needed to bet on for the tip? Pistons. They still probably don't have a line on that because the Pistons are going to win the tip. Yeah, they're not posting a line for it. They know the Pistons are going to win the tip. All same game parlays or straights? What do you mean? Oh yeah, let me check. So while we wait for Merrill, let me check this as well. We'll do Rudy. Rudy, I do like. without Ant, his lines did look good. Yeah, I like that Rudy line, actually. Yeah, I mean, his line's 25.5, so if you got him for 23, you're looking good there. How many shots does he average without? I just don't. I don't know. Without knowing how IO affects this, I'm a little hesitant, but you know, nothing too crazy. Should get like 7 twos and let's say he gets six shots and 18 rebound chances. Yeah, even on that, which is lower than what I expect for him, he should hit. I'm gonna bet that. So I like your first one. Your other... Actually, let me make sure Rudy's shot type looks okay. Yeah, his shots look fine. Especially recently without Mark Williams, they don't really have a center. Minus 110 as well, so good odds. Rudy Zubac. Does he even get assists? I guess he does. Yeah, he gets some assists sometimes. Did they release this yet? Like, who's out of these games? Because look, he's one of 5 in his last 5. He's 0 of 3 head-to-head, so I would not take Zubac. Depending on who's out, you just have to wait to see on that because they haven't tweeted it yet. They haven't sent out the injury reports yet. Where, again, I don't love just based on Diabite. De Silva is an interesting one. 17.5. Like, I like Ware based on what he's getting off of Bam, but I don't love it. De Silva shot 2 of 8 here. Should get more shots than that. 5 averages 5 2s and 5 3s without Anthony Black. That's pretty heavily skewed. I would say like, let's just say he gets like 8 shots. 8 shots. Oh yeah, PRA though. Everything is up. 3 and like 8, or like 2 and 8. Another reason I also go minimum, like a lot of you guys ask a lot why I go minimum, and it's because you get more data. So like if you go too far over, not only are you going to see like, yeah, it's going to look really good if you give him really good shot attempts, but you might not have that much data to look at either. So yeah, I mean, De Silva looks good. March 14th was the last time this happened. But yeah, De Silva looks good. So I like De Silva and Rudy from that PRA slip. Silva, let me favorite Rudy quick. Bro, is Merrill's line ever gonna pop up? Like, what are we doing? Odds are going down, boys. It's in our favor. Not in our favor, but in our favor. Are they not going to release? If they don't release Merrill lines, bro, come on. Come on. Oh, still starts in 2 hours, so we have time on that. But all these other games, we need to get this in quick. Quick. not that. Plus 700 on Hard Rock. Yeah, it just won't pop up on DK for some reason. I'll keep waiting until it's just not popping up, man. Or I just bet him for team. There are no available bets at the moment. Yeah, everything's gone. So we'll just wait for a sec and then see if those pop up. That game just got completely taken off. The game is gone. You cannot bet on it at all. Remove closed picks. What? Oh, they took Duran off? Wait, what? No. You can't take Duran. Duran's my GOAT. They took Duran out. Bro, what are we doing? No! Why I like Wendell? Gotcha, bro. I like Duran, Wendell, Wemby, and Sam Merrill. I just can't bet Sam Merrill right now because his odds are down. So if you look at Wendell, he has 40% of the first game attempts in his last 5 starts. So 2 out of 5 games. Desmond Bane has 1. I guess Paulo has 1, and then who else has 1? I don't know. I guess they didn't get the other first game attempt, so that's 80%. Yeah, so Bane had 2, Wendell had 2, Paulo had 2. The reason that I like Wendell, actually, did I? Let's see. So first thing you look at in the first basket is the tip win. So Wendell Carter has won 9 of 9. You got to be pretty confident that he's going to win the tip, right? Over Chet. Also has 1 head-to-head. And yeah, so it looks really good from that point of view. Looks like Dort made the first shot last time, but who attempted? Anthony Black attempted, so the head-to-head stats are kind of null. You can't really tell. Last 5, again, 100% tip win, 80% in the last 5 games. So 4 of the last 5 have been them. 3 out of the last 5 of Thunder games have been them, but obviously in favor of Magic. 100% of the first points, so that's also in favor of Magic. And then if you look here, you can see that the OKC does allow some to centers over the course of the season. Doesn't seem to really matter, like no crazy edge. Magic, on the other hand, allow a lot to the small forward. So if that's something you'd like, you can maybe bet on who's going to be the small forward. I guess Dort, I mean, he's done it already, so that's some good data there. But yeah, Wendell, I mean, he's obviously going to take, or most likely going to take a 2, and that's 50% of the data there. But mainly just going off of his stats recently. I mean, 3 of his last 9 starts, he's taken his team's first shot. So, you know, just nasty work. First point, Bane does have 4 as well, so it's either going to be Bane or Wendell, but I just like Wendell based on how he's recently played, and the game percent here. So he's shooting, even though they're getting the same team percent, Wendell is getting more of a game percent than Bane. So it could either be Bane or Wendell. I wouldn't blame you for taking Bane. I just personally think Wendell has the better opportunity. Also, Bane shoots a lot of 3s to start off with, and just theoretically, 3s are less made than like layups. So maybe he misses a 3, Wendell gets the rebound, puts it back. Anything like that could happen as well. So, Landon, I usually don't go off of the top two just because I do so much outside research. Like this, I mean, Grant Williams, probably not. There's a lot of things that go into it, and Propfinder likes the head to head. We like the matchup. We like the last 5, last 10, and the season hit rate. However, there's not many injuries, so like with starters, he's still 60%. So, not bad. Also on a good matchup. So, I don't know. I guess. Guess it doesn't look bad. I usually never bet the low point totals like 5.5, but a lot of people like it. Just like the value here. So 8 of his last 10. So I mean, can't like get too mad at that. Chase, I haven't even researched that at all. I have no idea. Not enough for it to want me to change my research method. Okay, Giannis is out, so let's research some injury splits without Giannis. I know he was out a lot of the season. Cavs are now even more heavily favored. Is Miles Turner out too? Or is he just questionable? He's out? Oh my god. Wait, what? Oh, there goes the flood of Pacers. Giannis to miss at least 1 week. Miles Turner out. Dieng's gonna play. Ryan Rollins will try to play. He's sick. Siakam out. Zubac available. Nembhard out. Nesmith available. Toppin available. TJ McConnell available. Not bad then. Not bad at all. Interesting. Giannis and Miles Turner both being out is crazy. Dieng might have a day, boys. He had 36 minutes here, had a double-double. I could see it. Spot up. Bro, I could see that, man. If this somehow stays close, like they beat the Thunder. I mean, it's not impossible. If this stays close, he can get a double-double. I mean, who else is getting rebounds on this team? No one. Ryan Rollins is sick. What is his odds? Plus 1450? It's probably not that. Murray? Probably Murray. Who? Oh, Jericho Sims could be a play as well. No odds for him yet. Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma, maybe. Has hit his points in both games, but barely. I wouldn't bet on Kuzma to feast. I'd bet on a Dieng double-double, though. Little long shot bet. Do like his points. Rebounds, I mean, he's hit it once, but it was also the one game he had without these guys and with the starters. So I trust him to get minutes. Just if the game stays close or not. Okay, are they going to put these games back in or no? I don't think I'm going to be able to bet on it, boys. That's unfortunate. Where's Merrill? Merrill, yeah, they're not putting Merrill back. They have first team field goal. Unless Merrill, is he out? Like... Okay, Magic will start Suggs, Bane, De Silva, Banchero, Carter. Hornets, don't care about Hornets. Heat will start Mitchell, Powell, Hero, Larson, and Ware. Wizards, don't really care either. Where's the Pistons? I guess that's just what they're waiting for. Interesting that I always think it's interesting when looking. Paulo has the best odds, like I guess the worst odds from a better perspective, but apparently has the highest chance of getting the first basket. But when you look at season data, and you go to count here, he literally has like, wait, where is he? He has 7% of the first game field goal attempts. Wendell Carter has 20%. 1 in 5 Wendell Carter's getting the first shot up. And you can also see last 10, 22%, 2 of his last 9. So, yeah, I don't know why his data or his odds are so weird. Just considering that data, I don't know. Seems off. They're not gonna put Duren on, bro. They're not gonna put any first baskets on. It's crazy. They're actually just keeping all the first baskets off. Where else can I get Duren? Let me see. Plus 490 on FanDuel. I think they allow free throws to count. Make sure you also like bet first point scorer. Sam Merrill, I bet first 3 for a unit and first basket for like half of a unit. Because I think he's going to get the first shot. So if he gets the first shot, maybe he misses, maybe hits. Who you got? NCAA champ Purdue.
Not biased.
I go to Purdue, so I have to be biased. But realistically, I literally have Purdue winning my bracket, but that's just because I'm biased. I think Zona, like just on paper, is probably the best team. We'll see. I hope, man. We'll see. I put in a bet on it. I bet on Purdue at plus 4,500 with 100% boost. $10 to like 980, and now we're plus 2,000. So I don't know, man. We'll see. We will see, indeed. They're actually not going to show first team field goal. That's crazy. Or the first point scorer. Jalen Duren is plus 240. Cade is plus 265. It's crazy. Crazy value there. With Jake's data yesterday about centers and shooting guards regarding first baskets, Jokic and Murray look good. I agree, 462. I bet on them both. If either of them hit, I have a unit in profit. So they're both so close, I have no idea which one it'll be. Like, everything's close, position-wise, and just recency-wise. You can see, like, slightly maybe Jokic, but I don't know. Because Murray was getting a lot more of the first game, but Jokic is getting first team, which doesn't really make sense in a shell, but I don't know. So we'll see. I can't believe they're actually not going to put first baskets back up, or first points back up. That's crazy. It's just absurd. Trying to think anywhere else I have boosts or something, like, but I don't really want to bet on MGM because it doesn't include free throws. Mobley, I actually like Merrill today, but if someone else gets it, it probably will be Mobley. I like Merrill, but I think he has to make a 3. If he misses the first 3 of the game, it's just cooked. It's immediately cooked. He has to make that shot. But if he does, I mean, come on now. Okay, Duren, all things, and then I go. So I think first basket. they have first field goal scorer. They don't have. Yeah. Pistons first field goal scorer. Duren is plus 225. Cade is plus 280. Yeah, they really think Duren's gonna get it. I'm glad I did that research earlier. So those odds have shot down. FanDuel, they won't verify me, bro. I've done like everything. They literally won't verify me. I just don't get it. Cade, I bet on Cade and Duren too, so it's gonna be one of them. I'd be surprised. Same with Jokic and Murray. I'd be surprised if it's either one of them. Jokic having more first team baskets probably means he usually scores the first after the other team has scored the first. Oh yeah, true. Chase, but also, like if Murray is shooting the first one, because this is just off of attempts, or actually it is Mace, isn't it? Yeah, first game, first team. See, first team attempt. How does Jokic have more attempts? Oh no, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. So I like both of them, man. I really do like both of them. And I don't see Bono winning a tip against Jokic, and I don't think Drummond is starting. So we'll see. If Drummond starts, it might be chalked, but still against Jokic. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, 462. You're right, bro. Let me get back to normal research. You guys were just so mad that didn't put in that Wendell Carter bet. It was so funny. Yeah, so I think the only ones I could still put in right now are Wemby and Carter, because they won't put... Yeah, they won't put the odds back out for Duren. It's actually hilarious. Yeah, literally, Chase. Literally. If you guys can still get a four-leg of Duren, Carter, Wemby, Merrill, I would put that in. I just can't on DK, and I don't have FanDuel. So, unfortunate, I guess. Maybe I'll do first team baskets instead. Sure, we'll just do first team baskets. You hit 3 of 4 yesterday? Nice, bro. Do you round robin that? I sure hope so. Oh, Duren's line is back. Duren's line is back on DK. Okay, I'm going to wait for Merrill. Although I'm getting plus 135,000 odds. Round robins. I'm only doing round robin by 2. I need to wait for Merrill. Yeah, Cat for King of the Court. Didn't round robin 3-spot parlay though. There you go. Attaboy. That'll work. Fanatics also won't verify me. They're all scared of me, boys. Nothing else to it. They're scared. They're like, Jake's gonna come steal all of our money. Let me add Wendell Carter on that as well, on the props too. Wendell too. The number is just saying, like, if I were to bet them exact, which I bet Duren and Merrill exact on a parlay. Here, let me type props too for you again. I added Wendell Carter. But yeah, like the type. So Duren to make it 2. Wemby, I don't like him to make either one, like whether a 2 or a 3. Too risky to bet on. Merrill I do like for a 3. Wendell I like for a 2. If I had to pick. I just need Merrill his odds to come out, man. Odds are dropping. Odds are dropping. If this doesn't come out, though, I'll just put in his... Oh, there it is. First point scorer. Merrill is back. Okay. Round robin. This is not a drill, boys. Round robin. 0.1 unit on the round robin. And then on the normal parlay as well. And that should do it. Place 7 bets. That should be right. 7. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3, 1. Is that 7? It's probably 7. Okay, it's in, boys. Gonna post this on DK as well, or on Discord. Wow, having a stroke. I'm hungry, man. I gotta end stream. First team basket I lost was Wemby. He took the first 2 shots. Yeah, 4-6-2. I had the same thing. I had the same thing, bro. Just unfortunate. What were the other ones you took? Some good reads, brother. Good reads. Need one more first basket scorer. Got Jokic and Duran. Do Wemby. Wemby, bro. Okay. I need to go make dinner. I appreciate you guys for joining the stream. If you like these streams, you want me to keep streaming, please drop a like. It helps out. I'll keep streaming regardless, but it just pushes my channel out. So I'd appreciate that. Go check out the NHL videos if you want to learn how to deep dive on the goal research, skater stats. Team stats will be out tomorrow. Not a very insane tutorial for the team stats, but those will be out tomorrow as well. So make sure you check that out. Drop a like on those. Sub with noties here so you know when I go live. It's usually 3 o'clock Eastern, but just so you know, I'm going to post a discount code in chat. So if you use that code, you'll get a certain % off of Propfinder, the site, if you like diving into all this data like I do. So we'd appreciate that as well. Twitter, Discord, my picket, my props, all of that is now in chat. So, Queta, I assume 462. Queta, Carter, and Draymond. Wow, that's insane. And Wemby, so he took the first shot too. I actually like Draymond. I really liked Porzingis, bro. If that would have cashed with Wendell, ooh, we were on a heater, boys. But yeah, I'll catch you boys later. Appreciate you for joining.